All right, guys. Guess we had a little bit of technical difficulties there right off the bat. I hope you can hear me and see me. I'd moved my USB-C internet link, and that may have disconnected it. So, but it looks like we're back up now. Connection is fairly good. Okay. Yeah, it looks like we had some connectivity issues there during my intro. How do you like that Love Boat theme? Too funny, right? I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, I'm back here in Beverly Hills, man. It's so funny, man. I always get a kick out of that when I'm looking at the Windy app, right? Oh, you sorry. There we go. Maybe that's a little bit better. Yeah, the light kind of reflects off. But dude, I'm telling you, it says Beverly Hills and Lahug. So yeah, this area that I'm in actually is kind of considered that, right? There's a couple of actors and actresses that are here in the building that are super big, kind of like your whatever Robert De Niro and what, not that they live here, but that kind of that level of actors and actresses living here. So it's a Rockwell property, which is massive property here in the Philippines, really kind of top level. So I just really lucky. I'm obviously not that level of living, but really got lucky to kind of find this place. So, which is wrapping up. My lease will expire here in February 1st. Yeah, February 1st. So I'm actually really looking at what do I want to do next? Where do I want to go? And you really just kind of use this next couple of months to kind of figure that out. I've got some places in mind. I'm really looking at Davao City. I'll keep my place in Palawan, right? Mary Rose is going to be tied up through there through May. So I will keep that place there in Palawan. But I'll probably get an apartment kind of like what I have now, like in one of the bigger cities. And Davao City is really, kind of high on my list. So we'll see. I'm going to use the next couple months to kind of figure all that out. But yes, hope everyone's good. Back here in Cebu City. Yeah, a couple of things really quick. So I'm getting ready to do a big trip. And, really kind of excited because I've been trying to do this trip now, for the past couple of years. And I just, I didn't have the right motorcycle, or I got then in a relationship and I just wasn't able to kind of travel around, a live-in relationship, and didn't have a motorcycle that I could do two up. So there just seems like there was always kind of something in the way. And right now, I'm ready to roll. I've got a bike, I've got touring gear, I've got luggage. The bike is completely capable of doing long journeys, long trip, multi-day trips, week trips. I can carry all my gear now. I've got luggage, I got panniers, I got top box, I got tank bag, I got everything, right? So I'm really kind of excited about it because I've been, like I said, really, this has kind of been a vision now, a dream for years. And, so it's really kind of coming together. And I've been doing like bits and pieces of it, right? It's not like, I have been doing a lot of stuff all up and down through Leyte. But I'm just so excited, man. I'm going to be cruising, a lot of Negros and then, of course, the whole northern coast of Mindanao. So really excited about that coming up. But I've been doing a lot of prep for that. One of the things that's been rough is a helmet. And I know, right? This looks like a freaking, what do you call it from Star Wars? But, just getting my gear set up because, guys, it is a really different riding experience here. Super different. All the way down to the motorcycle that you want to get, to the gear that you want to use, right? So, one of my challenges is finding a helmet that works. And so what I brought from the United States is this adventure helmet. Really freaking incredible, showy, what do you call this? The showy Hornet X2. Really nice, but it doesn't really have it doesn't have good ventilation, not for here anyways. But phenomenal, a lot of technology into the helmet, right? So, then when I got here, I went and got this helmet, the J Cruise 2. And, it's all right. It doesn't fit my head really well, and it creates a pressure point at the front here. I guess that Klingon vein starts to pop out. Anyways, I've been riding with this quite a bit, and it's all right. It's got okay ventilation because it's really an open face helmet, but I really miss having something on my face, right? So what I looked at is I wanted to try out this. It's really a motocross helmet. It's made by O'Neill. It's a full face helmet. So really excited about trying this out. And like I said, I feel like a freaking stormtrooper, but it matches my bike too, but it's got a really good fit. So really, really excited about that. No visor, you know, so it's motocross, but I do almost always wear my sunglasses. So yeah, anyways, you'll be seeing the stormtrooper riding around on that. And yeah, so, but it looks like, you know, really good helmet, certified protection, you know, whatever. It's not super heavy at all. And no, these aren't sponsored. I'm not sponsored by these guys. I wish, but I'm not. Real quick on that, why we're bringing it up, sponsorships and stuff like that, guys. I'm probably going to be doing a lot more Tech Gadget reviews. I want you guys, though, to watch a video by this guy right here. Shout out to Ben, Dork in a Road. I mean, he did this video on this type of thing on sponsorships. And it's just, guys, watch it. Watch it. Watch it. It's spot on, man. So it just gives, I think it gives a really good perspective. And he says it, you know, just perfectly as Ben does. So anyways, really excited about testing out some new gear that I picked up as far as just functionality for here in the Philippines. I also picked up some gloves. I got some leather, hopefully they're ventilated riding gloves. So I brought a pair of really nice climb gloves with me, but they just kind of wore out. So yeah, excited about kind of getting my gear set up in that. I do need to stretch them out. They're a little bit tight, but anyways, what else do we have for announcements? Yeah, I guess that's kind of it. Back in Cebu City. Just got back yesterday. I'd spent, I don't even know, a couple weeks over in Palampan-Leyte where Mary Rose is at. Loved it out there, traveled around. Really kind of getting that space set up, picking up a couple things. You know, it's one of the interesting things, you know, as we talk about kind of your beginning spots here in the country. Man, Cebu City is super easy, right? Super easy. Number one reason, well, there's a bunch of reasons why, but accommodations. You know, it's so easy to get here, find a spot like that to live in. It's just, you know, because there's an abundance of places. Not only is there abundance of places, they're furnished. You know, my apartment in Palampan-Leyte, it's completely vacant. There's nobody in there, or no furniture, right? Yeah, nobody living in there, right? Other than squatters. No, joking. But you get the point, right? Like you have to not only, you know, come in here, it's super easy to get that. But when you go out to some of these other areas, you got to get furniture. We had to buy an air conditioner, refrigerator, right? So super easy here in Cebu versus some other areas, but great place to start right here. And then kind of branch your way out, and then you can pick stuff up, right? So anyways, man, I think that's all I got. Kind of what's been going on and where I'm off to. So yeah, let's see what's up, man. Yes, good morning. Mayon buntag, magandang umaga, mayon aga. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're at. What's up? How's it going? Yes, yo. Yeah, sorry about the internet. Although I'm seeing connection is fairly good. I'm getting some internet messages here, so I hope the connectivity is okay. I'm back at home. I don't have the connectivity that I do in the provinces, unfortunately. I have a Globe service out here, and I have what's that PLDT, which I think is smart service out there in Leyte, which freaking fiber connection, really nice. But anyways, I hope the connection's okay. Video and sound good. Okay, yeah, cool. Yes, hear and see. Okay, good. Yeah, the intro cut out for a second in playback when I just hit the wire, so I'm thinking I might have temporarily lost connectivity. So we'll see. Have you ever thought about opening up any type of business? I have. Yeah, I have thought about opening up a business, in particular, a motorcycle touring business where, you know, I take a group of guys around the Philippines. And I still probably look to do that at some point. But, you know, as here on a tourist visa, I have to be really careful of that kind of stuff. But yeah, if I got an appropriate visa and figured out the legal aspect of it, not only here in this country, but United States and taxes and stuff. That would be a business that is right there for me to take. Another business that is right there for me to kind of set up is kind of what I'm talking about a lot in my videos and even earlier, is just really help foreigners out, acclimate kind of business, right? Meet them at the airport, take them out for breakfast or lunch the next day, kind of show them around a little bit of town, kind of hands-on tour stuff, introduce them to real estate agents, all that kind of stuff. Kind of really what I'm doing now for free, but it's not like I want to charge anything for it, but just kind of really what I'm doing now regarding helping foreigners acclimate to Cebu City. I've helped out, I can't even tell you, a countless amount of guys in both of those arenas, right? In adjusting to Cebu as well as traveling around the country. I've taken dozens of guys on trips out to Bohol, out to Bantayan Island, out to Camotes. Just recently I took Chris out to Leyte, and we did some trips out there, so that kind of stuff is there for me that I could do, because it things that I enjoy doing. But I don't know. I've always been the kind of guy that shies away from asking for money for stuff, and that's just stupid of me, and it's kind of why I'm in the financial situation that I'm in, which isn't a bad situation, but anyways, I struggle a little bit with asking for money, which is something I need to get through if I want to do that. But right now, I'm enjoying it. I'm a tourist, right? Tourist, and I'm retired, so I'm just trying to embrace both of those elements as much as possible. But there are some businesses that are just slapping me in the face. They really are, that are just right there to look to be set up. So whether or not I kind of do that or go that direction, right now I can't legally. So, but yeah, lots of things are there. Things are there for sure. Yes, Joe Tom, what's up? What's up, man? How's it going? What you got there? Is that a bike? Yeah, nice, man. Some kind of wheel there I can see. Good for you, brother. Scott Wynn, how much does it cost to live in Beverly Hills? Beverly Hills is mahal kayo. I did a video on this. I'll actually shoot some more videos from here. Like I said, my time is wrapping up here. But this particular unit rents for 80,000 pesos. And let's see here. Calculator, CAL. I shared this in an earlier video, guys. In the latest iOS update, down here at the bottom, if you click on that, go to convert, there's a built-in converter right there, man. Rockstar, eh? So what did I say? 80,000? 80,000 pesos is 1,400. So yeah, that's the price of units. Like Beverly Hills cost you 1,500 US. Pretty cheap, right? Barato kayo, as they say, very inexpensive in comparison. And that is, that's kind of why just our money, gentlemen, ladies, goes really far. We can spend 2,000 a month on an apartment. I was spending more than that on my apartment in Denver, Colorado. Here I'm in Beverly Hills for less money. And that's one of the appeals. Right? Is we can save some bucks and increase our living standards. From a peon, doing nothing, and not like I'm any more important or anything like that now. But I'm just saying, I had a very low quality of life compared to what I have here for a lot less money. So yeah, that's how much it costs. Yeah, dude, check this guy out, man. This video is hilarious, first of all, and I think it is really eye-opening to people. It gives you a little bit of more, I think, of a broader understanding, like from a YouTube creator side, of how money works in YouTube. They don't pay crap for YouTube. They really don't. Anyone who's making any kind of money or even getting ahead has got to go outside of YouTube, and this video goes into it. So yeah, NordVPN boner pills, and you'll get that joke at the end. Into that video. And Ben is just hilarious, man. He's one of my favorite motorcycle vloggers out there. So check his channel out for sure. Yeah, that video is just great. If that's not a link you can click on, it's basically, if you go to his channel and just search sponsor, it's that video right there. I think it's titled, what is it titled? Yeah, sponsor reviews and videos are always biased, but I'm doing them anyway. So just, the guy is rock star, man. Shout out to Ben and Dork in the Road. But yeah, you got to check that one out. Do you ever meet up with for subscribers for coffee or something? Orion asks. I have done so much of that. We used to set up weekly meetups, sometimes bi-weekly meetups. I've kind of moved away from that a little bit. And there's been a lot of reasons behind that. One, I've actually had several encounters now with individuals I'm just not interested in encountering with anymore. I'll be honest with you, and it's really wild because the first year of being here and doing the channel, I'm at like a year and a half. I was meeting great people. I was like, yeah, this is so cool. And then honestly, I can't try to remember when it started. Maybe even this last year, right? We're pretty much started early on, but 2024 has been like, oh crap, man. I'm not sure if I want to do the meetup kind of stuff anymore. Just because I got around some guys, man, it was just one guy came all the way out to Lete and stalked one of Mary Rose's friends. I mean, just so inappropriate, it's just nasty people like that. And then just people who are, they take more than they give. You know what I mean? Just that kind of individual, they just, nothing but take from them and they just can't even see it. So I don't know about meetups going forward. Just to be completely honest. And, I think I'm just going to focus on shooting videos and that kind of deal. So, but yes, every now and then, like group meetups, new people coming in. Sure. You want to hang out and have a cup of coffee and, have a meal together. Absolutely. Reach out. My community group is probably the best way to coordinate that kind of stuff. But as far as the kind of meetups and stuff like that, I'll probably the once a week kind of stuff. I don't see that happening for many, many reasons. One, how I just shared what's been my experience over the past year. And then two, gosh, guys, I'm going to be on the road. I'm traveling, even if I was here hanging out, I'm not. I'm going to be on the road most of November, and then December's going to be busy. And then January and February, I'm looking for places. So, and then, so that's also too another big aspect of it. But yeah, even if I was here, I wouldn't be doing it. So I do have an out. But the truth is, I'm not going to be here. I'm just going to be gone. But yeah, but like I said, individuals, if you want to get together, if you want to hang out, have a cup of coffee and talk, I am down. Seriously, I'm down. Reach out. My community group, which is linked in all my recent videos, is really kind of the best way to interact with me there. I'm very active on the chat. I'll be like yesterday, I was on my way from a ferry at 3 hours. I was on there in the chat with guys. So, you know what I mean? That's a good way to reach out. So yeah. Guys, it's live. It's real, right? That's the thing you can count on for me. Need to change my ignition coils. Ooh, scary. New bike. CF Moto. Be glad that you're near a dealership, man. Interesting. Well, and the whole the cam thing with KTM, right? What's the new, the KTM is ready to race, their slogan. They're saying the new slogan is ready to repair instead of ready to race. Oh, that's too bad though. That's too bad. All kidding aside, it's no fun to have bike mechanical issues, but I'm also glad that you're there near a shop that you can kind of get all that stuff done. That was one of my concerns about getting CF Moto and then being out in the middle of Lete. There's no shop out there, versus a Honda shop, which they're everywhere. Now, granted, Honda big bike's a different story, right? But yeah. Yes, he does. We go to excellent Mexican restaurant. Damn, I need the mine. That place is amazing. I still need to shoot that video, brother. Yeah, I do meetups all the time, but I am straying away from kind of the big meetups, and just because what that allows me to do is it just really allows me to kind of individualize it, which is what I want. I want to hang out with you guys. I want to get to know you. You guys know me, and to a certain level, you do. But I want to hang out with you. I want to chat with you. These group environments, that doesn't really happen. And then there were starting to be other agendas. Like people were wanting to set up real estate stuff and bring in lawyers to talk about legal stuff and, start collecting money to do, you know, rent rooms, and I'm like, yeah, no agendas. So the big meetup stuff, you know, we'll do stuff every now and then. We'll see. Maybe a Christmas event. Oh, we kind of wanted to do a big, like a pool party at my house. So you know, I could rent out the gazebo thing down there or whatever, and do something at my place. Everyone come to Beverly Hills. But yeah, I still do stuff, but I am moving more towards kind of individual stuff like coffee and stuff like that versus these big meetups that I've been doing. Just they haven't gone well for me. You know, they've been more of a burden than anything else. Do you see the conversation movie Downsizing with Matt Damon? No, I haven't. I have not seen that, Rory. I need to check that out. Yeah, is it good? I like Matt. Yeah, I'll check that out. Greetings from Norway. Like your channel. Yeah, nice, dude. Norway traveler. All right, cool. Yeah, good for you. Thanks for watching, and I appreciate it. Yeah, I hope all is well with you. Tom's downsizing from the place will give you an extra $800 a month. I know, brother. Yeah, no, honestly, it's been beautiful here. I really do love this place. And, you know, I'm not sure what I'm going to do next. Like, the lease is done February 1st. So I'm really, you know, part of this trip that I got coming up, right? I'm going to, you know what, let's get the map up. Present, share screen, that one, share. Yeah, that's Ben's video. But let's go maps. So part of this trip that I'm going to be doing, yeah, good, I'm sharing that screen, is so yeah, so I'm going to start here and then ride from Cebu City over to San Carlos and then down around, right? Go through here. I'm going to be looking at places to live. And I don't know if Negros will be kind of where I'm at. I mean, potentially, possibly, but I do want a bigger city than I think what Negros would offer. I guess Bacolod would be kind of the one option there, but I'm really looking more towards either, I'm really actually thinking about Davao City is where I'm going to be. It's just so far away from Leyte and trying to get back and forth to there. I mean, that'll be a lot of riding videos, but yeah, anyways, I think Davao City might be, is kind of high on my list. Now, I want to check it out. I want to go there. I want to see what's there, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. But you're right. You know, and that's kind of, well, if I go to Davao, I might be kind of in a similar, well, around 30,000 peso a month price range. But if you guys, you go on the provinces, man, it's so cheap. My apartment out in Leyte is 6,000 pesos. Now, granted, it's freaking tiny, and I wouldn't want to be there full time. But yeah, where's my Christmas tree? I know, right? I've been so busy traveling. I don't know if I'll get one. I think we'll be back here in December, like on Mary Rose's break. I think we'll be back here in Cebu City and kind of spending some time here in Cebu City. Christmas in Cebu is great. Love it. It's beautiful. You know, it's a good time. You know, really a lot of holiday spirit. They decorate. So we'll probably be here in Cebu City, but you know, who knows, right? You know, it's one of the things I'm loving about my life right now. It's very spontaneous. I don't really have, I mean, I've got some plan now with going to Bacolod, the Mascara Festival, and touring around. But beyond that, I really don't. I stayed, yes, Vista Condo near you for about $450 a month. Yeah, that's right across the way, Tom's. And it is a place, if I was going to stay in Cebu, it's one of the places I was looking at. I'm just pulling out my calculator real quick to kind of look at that. 450. Yeah, it's 25,000. Yeah, that's not bad. Yep. Sorry, trying to show you guys that, but the light kind of gets in the way. Yeah, not bad. Yeah, I'm thinking, so I've been in Cebu City now for 2 years. I think I'm ready to try and have another big base. Honestly, I think Davao City. I really do. I think having a base there in Davao City is kind of what I envision come February. You know, I don't know. We'll see. Still in that inquiry. But yeah, there are. Cebu, that's what's great about Cebu City. So many options here. Affordable, furnished. There's an abundant versus some of these other areas that you go out. Dumaguete being another one. It's just hard to find. It's hard to find housing. Like really challenging. You know. Yes, I'm doing it myself. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm too anal to let others touch my bike if I can manage. Yeah, nice, dude. I just don't have a lot of tools here. I don't have any tools here. I basically have a screwdriver and a pair of pliers and all that. I don't have a lot. I do want to set up a base, a home, that kind of deal. But yeah, I don't have anything set up. Simple stuff like chain maintenance and stuff like that I do, but everything else I've been just taking it to the shop. That too, and I'm not an expert on that. And my philosophy has always kind of been taking my bikes to shops to have those guys just kind of go through it and look at it. I mean, I'd take my KTM, I'd take that in twice a year at least, just to go ahead and change the oil and just have them run through the bike and make sure it was good. Just because I was riding hard and I was riding fast. Hey, Chris, I'm amazed you lasted this long with the meetups. Most guys are decent, but too many oddballs. Stalker guy probably had no clue. He doesn't, man. He had zero clue. And the bad thing about that particular guy is he was really liked kind of within the group. And then when I basically just shut him out, I didn't kind of go into detail what happened, because I, like kind of like with Joe too, right? I just like, look, time to go, but when he kind of got blown up, when that blew up, it really kind of took out a lot of the community, a lot of the groups. So, anyways, man, yeah. I still want to do the meetups. Don't get me wrong. I want to meet people as they come in. I really do enjoy that, the meeting the new folks coming in. But as far as the big group stuff, for now anyways, and like I said, even if it wasn't for that reason, I mean, I'm not even going to be here. I'm really not. I'm going to be on the road so much, traveling around, that, the big stuff just isn't going to work. But yeah, no, you're right. Zero clue. And it's unfortunate. I don't have any ill will, but those are type of people that I just can't be around, right? I just refuse. There's no reason. I mean, I moved to this country to be around happier, friendlier people. I don't need to surround myself with people who are just, completely unaware of what they're up to, right? And, purely acting for their own benefit. A lot of people that I've really kind of had to shut out, or like I was saying before, they're into taking more than they're giving. They have no idea what kind of the world around them. They're oblivious to the impact that they are to individuals. And just that type of individual, boom, I'm out, right? And that's kind of how I operate. There's no reason to confront people like that. I don't feel the desire to. I just remove them, and yeah. What about CDO? Yeah, no, I'm going to be going right through CDO, Ryan. Absolutely. Go right through there on my way to, yeah. So let's pull up the map again. Add the stage. Yeah. So the plan is, I'll spend that week up in Bacolod for the Mascara Festival, and then drive down through Negros to Dumaguete, and then spend a couple days in Dumaguete, and then hop over to Dipolog. So let me back up for a minute. This trip from Bacolod to Dumaguete, that I'm probably going to ride 2 hours and then chill, just because I'm going to vlog it. I'm going to shoot a lot of that. So especially this central area. Shout out to Gio. He just shot some stuff. Yeah, kind of right through here. And another person on my last live talked about Don Salvador. Guys, look at this. Look at that road, man. I mean, that looks. So this is what's coming up, guys, with this channel. Is this right here? I'm looking for twisties. The twistier road, the better. And this is the kind of stuff I'm going to shoot. I'm going to ride look at that road, man. I mean, come on. Can you even draw a more squiggular line than that? I mean, that just looks absolutely epic. And I can't wait to ride it. I can't wait to shoot it. So that's kind of what I'm going to be doing. But yeah, so this ride from Bacolod to Dumaguete, I mean, heck, that might take a week. Probably won't take that long, but it will probably take a couple of days. And then I'm not going to be in a rush. I'm not going to be in a rush to do it. So I'm going to chill in Dumaguete, but to go back to your CDO comment, and then shoot down here, but then same kind of deal, ride down, take a couple of days and ride all the way through. And then, this whole northern coast, including CDO. So I'll probably stay there, and CDO is an option. It really is. What's that? Batuan City, CDO. Yeah, CDO could be a really good fit, honestly, because of its easy access to Leyte. I believe I would suspect there's some good ferries that would at least get me to the southern part of Leyte where I can ride up, or even back to Cebu, although it's kind of a pain from Cebu. But yeah, CDO is an option. It is on my radar, and depending if I get there, how I feel about it, it even could be a top fit. The one of the things I don't like about Davao, let me go back to the map, sorry, is just how it is. It's so south, man. You know, you're basically flying everywhere and anywhere, which whatever. But you know, as a guy who wants to bring his bike with him, it's kind of a pain in the butt, right? Nice thing about Cebu City, sorry about all those blue dots here. Maybe I should remove those real quick. Nice thing about Cebu City is that it's centrally located, so I could really hop on a ferry and I can get a lot of places, right, easily. So, but yeah, let's remove that. Yeah, CDO on my radar. Have you checked out Iloilo City, Scott? I was in Iloilo City briefly. One of my early guys that I did some travels with, he was in Ilo. He moved to Iloilo. So I went out and kind of checked it out with him as he was looking out. And I liked it, right? I was only there for a weekend. You know, the paths around the river there, the river walk, that looks amazing. You know, they've got some really cool ball areas there, some nice eateries. They had you could definitely see a big middle class there. Yeah, no, it looked great. It didn't seem like any kind of cost saving, especially if you chose like some of the condos that are in that main area. It looked similar price to Cebu, which is, you know, in the 20 to 40,000 range pesos, right? So cost saving wise, it didn't look that good if you were in that area. And I'm sure you can get out and find some stuff. But yeah, it looks all right. You know, just don't, you know, I don't know about, let's go to the map here. When you look at Iloilo, one of the things that I want to outline area that's got a bunch of beautiful nature and some mountains and just a lot of riding. Because guys, that's kind of that is my passion, right? Is riding my motorcycle. And it's one of the things I don't really like about Cebu is I'm really limited to kind of, you know, you got an hour traffic to the north, at least an hour and a half, both north and south. You've got one path to the west, which is up the Trans Central Highway. And, you know, there's some other kind of back roads and stuff. Admittedly, I haven't explored it fully, but I'm just not a huge fan of the riding in Cebu City. Yeah, so when I look at Iloilo, it just doesn't, it just kind of looks a little bit boring to me, riding wise. I don't, you know, versus like, coming out of Bacolod, man. Look at that right through there, right? Just, you know, just these crazy windy roads, mountainous roads. So I don't know. There's some mountain roads up here, right, that you could do. And I hear this coastal road looks absolutely amazing, and I'll ride that at some day. But just the riding there doesn't look as great as other regions. You know, CDO, man, look at that. That looks amazing there. Yeah, I mean, CDO could be good. Davao City would open me up to Lanta Mindanao and this whole region down through here. But Iloilo to me, just, I don't know, man. There's something there for me. It just doesn't seem a good fit from a rider's perspective. Yeah, there's something there for me with Iloilo, and I haven't pinpointed it yet, right? There is. I was like, oh, okay. It's all right. It's okay. I liked Ormoc more than Iloilo. And in a lot of ways, Iloilo is, you know, whatever, nicer. It's more like they have that, but I personally, I like Ormoc more. I really kind of like that region of Leyte. Yeah, I'm really a fan of Leyte so far. Loving it. Because it's got, you know, especially this region here. Let's go back to the map. Sorry. Hold on. This region of Leyte, you've got, just because you're facing what's that, west, right? So you got really good sunsets, just beautiful. And you got these really cool mountains, and I'm just a really big fan, man. Really digging this area of town. And Ormoc, you know, big population. What was it, 400,000? I thought it was. It's got a really nice kind of downtown area with a really cool big barbecue. It's got a bunch of universities. I think 3 different universities. Got a couple of malls. So yeah, big town. You could do a lot, and just the motorcycle riding throughout there. You've got access to Billy Ron up here, which is just absolutely spectacular, and all the islands that are up there with Marapipi and whatever the heck the name of this island was, Sambawa. Beautiful there, right? So there's so much going on in Leyte, right, in this region. I just love it, love it, love it. And excited to be living in that area. Just, but yeah, when I look at Iloilo, I just, to me, it just doesn't offer that level of stuff. Yeah, I've been out to Gamiris Island, and it was a little meh, whatever. I just didn't really, it was flat, as you can tell here. There's not a lot of terrain to it. It wasn't really wooded, like really cool road. It was okay. So yeah. Hope that answered it. But that's what I like to do in the lives, right? This is what I like to do. Just kind of go off and talk about stuff, and my perspective on these cities as I kind of go through them. And we have time. We got time, right? We got time. I could go off on these weird tangents for a while. Christmas traffic, though, at least here in Manila, is an absolute nightmare. I look forward to January 7th and onwards. Well, January 7th and onwards here is an absolute nightmare with Sinulog. It is an absolute nightmare. Worse than Christmas. And I'm on the fence as far as whether or not I want to do it again. This will be my third Sinulog. Yeah, I'm uncertain if I just want to get out. Most people just get out of town. Like, there was a gentleman over who watches the channel talking about Bacolod and going over the Mascara Festival. He's like that. He's like, I get out of town for the Mascara Festival. Too many people here. So same with Sinulog here. So yeah, it's a busy time of year. Lots of people in town, right? Lots of people come to get out of the cold, right? And they come here and enjoy it, because it's a big Christmas spirit. It's very festive. But yeah, January 7th onwards, that's when the fun begins here. Speaking of which, if you've talked about this before in a couple of videos and stuff, but if you're looking to travel to the Philippines, or in particular Cebu, I would avoid the third week of January as that's Sinulog, unless you want to get into that. If you want to see it, that's a different deal. But if you want a real kind of more a normal Cebu Philippines experience, don't come the third week. It's that whole week. Just avoid it. Wouldn't come. Or if you are going to come, book 6 months at least in advance. Things book up fast here. So just as a heads up of that. The other time not to come in the Philippines is around what they call Holy Week, which is around Easter. Just because that too, it's a really, like, things are shut down, that kind of deal, or the beaches are just absolutely packed. So just kind of a couple of tips around times and when to come or not to come, depending on what you're looking for. I was paying $450 a month at the Airbnb in Davao City. Yeah, Northport condo. Okay, cool. Yeah. I think that's kind of what I'll do too, and that's kind of a strategy that a lot of guys do that I think works well. Also, is you just go into the city, get an Airbnb for a month, and then use that month to find your more permanent residence, or negotiate with the owner that you're in. So yeah, I think that's what I'll do too, Toms, is I will get an Airbnb there in Davao City. I'm just still looking. I haven't decided that's where I'm going, but kind of what it looks like. Try experiencing the Mascara Festival next week if you have time. Yeah, I'll be there. I've got my reservation already done. I will be in the Mascara. I'll be in Bacolod City for the Mascara Festival. I leave on the 22nd. So it's why I'm back in Cebu City. It's kind of get to prep for that trip. I had to get a new helmet, and get my bike set up. I want to get a little more padding in my seat and get some gloves. I was having some slippage with my throttle, so I thought I'd try out some gloves on that. But yeah, no, I'll be there. And that's going to kick off a bunch of videos, a bunch of travel stuff. So, are you able to relocate all your belongings with just your motorcycle? I can't, Tom. So I'm going to have to look at services. And right now, we're still in that inquiry, but that is something we're actively looking. And right now, LBC, I think it is, we're just ship stuff. So that's kind of the plan and the strategy around that. But that's great. Here in Cebu City, there's a service, an application called Lala Move, which, man, I freaking love that. So awesome. It's an application very similar to Uber, but it's moving, and you can order a moving truck like that, like within minutes, and then move you from one location to another. But that's limited to Cebu. But but still in that inquiry about how to get stuff over. But yeah, I'll have to move stuff from here to there. But yeah, great question. Can you get to Luzon from Cebu via ferries? Yes, you can. I can get to Luzon from Cebu. Yes. Yeah, that to-go ferry looks really nice. Yeah, it looks really nice. I've looked at it. Have you ridden Tail of the Dragon in the States? 318 curves in 11 miles. I have not ridden the Tail of the Dragon. I know Tail of the Dragon. I lived in Colorado and rode a ton in Colorado. I just loved it, man. I loved it. So I worked in Boulder, Colorado, for my last couple of years. I worked with one law firm for like 15 or 16 years. And the last, I think, 2 years that I was working with that firm, I was based in Boulder, Colorado during the pandemic. And I had a 790 Duke and a Tanner 700. But what I would do in the summertime in particular, I'd go into work early. Like I'd start at like 6 and I'd be done at like 4. I'd get off work at 4 in the sun in the summertime in Denver. I mean, you're talking 9 o'clock, right? So I'd have like 5 hours of riding, and I'm right there at the foothills. So I would ride up the canyons all day long or all night, for hours. It just absolutely loved it. Matter of fact, some of my really early videos that are out there is me on the 790 Duke riding the canyon. And dude, it doesn't look like it, but I'm moving, man. I'm doing probably 70 miles an hour in 30-mile-an-hour curves. That Duke was so much fun, man. What a complete hooligan bike, but really a great time. But I have not ridden the Tail of the Dragon, but I do know the ride that you're talking about. Yeah, Negros is a nice place to ride. I'm excited. Yeah, I'm really excited about checking out that area. I've heard a lot about riding Negros. Somebody was even telling me that Negros is probably some of the best riding in the Philippines. So I'm excited to get out there and try it. I've got the right tool. I've got the right bike. I've got the gear. I'm good, man. I got everything set up. So I'm ready to roll. I've got the right girlfriend. So I'm ready to roll, man. And I can't wait. I am so excited about getting out on the road and doing that. Have you heard anything about Southern Luzon area? I have not, Orion. A couple guys, though, are from Luzon. So, but yeah, I have not heard much about it. I plan on riding that, Orion, so one of the things that I'll probably do is, you know what? I wonder if I should turn off that. Yeah. High on your map. Yeah, sorry, there's blue dots. Those are all the places I like to go, which is kind of fun, or all the places that I've been or plan on going, which is kind of have fun on the map, but it can be a little bit distracting. But Southern Luzon, yeah, I do plan on riding that ride. I'm here in Palampon, and I do plan on riding kind of up through Samar and up into southern Luzon and up to Batangas. There's some guys in Batangas. Richard is just south of Manila there. So, yeah, one of my buddies just sent me a message. Are you on here, Greggy? Oh, man. I wish you were. Oh, too funny. Anyways, man. So, yeah. So, yes, I do plan on riding in Southern Luzon, and I can't wait. I plan on riding all over this country. I want to ride Northern Luzon, the rice terraces and stuff like that. I've got some friends there in Luzon. So, yeah, absolutely. I'll probably ride that area for sure. Jimmy, I rode the area of the Polog on an ADV 160 rented. The mount areas are good and worth riding, but not amazing. They have a big strawberry farm up in the hills. Okay, cool. Jimmy, I'll check that out. I appreciate it. Yeah, man, I'm excited about getting down through it looks this right here. Look at that. That looks pretty cool, right? Where are we at here? Do I have my show and terrain? Yeah, that looks great. Yeah, a little bit. Or the coastal road. And I hear there's a bridge right here too. Yeah, this city right here. I think there's a bridge that shoots across. Yeah, and then ride through. Yeah, I'm excited, man. I can't wait. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. I actually just picked up an ADV 160. I got 3 bikes. Anyone want to buy a Hunter 350? I picked up an ADV 160. My buddy Chris, who I traveled with over in Leyte and Billy Ron, he had to go back to the United States. He had some family stuff to take care of. He might come back, but he sold me his bike. And so I picked it up. I told him, I said, look, brother, I said, if you get back and you can't do it anymore in the United States and you got to come, I said, I will give you to November 1st, because I'm going to be gone anyways. I'll give you to November 1st to change your mind, and then you can have it back. But I did actually pick up an ADV 160. So I'll probably be riding that around, because I do want to ride that around and check it out and see how it is. I tried to start it yesterday. I couldn't even start the damn thing. It's keyless. It's got this weird freaking knob down there. I gotta check the manual on that. But I tried for freaking 10 minutes trying to start that damn thing. Couldn't even start it. So more videos come on the ADV 160. I'm hoping to maybe get that out this week and test it a little bit and do a little riding with that bike. But yeah, no, I can't wait to ride up that area. Looks great. Yeah, I live in that area. Yeah, great area. Many beach here. Richard, I'll be up there, brother. I'll be up there. We'll go ride it. We'll meet halfway, right? Oh, wow. I'm here right now in Don Salvador with my Honda CRF 250. Ooh, this route is biker's paradise. Right now I'm seeing hundreds of bikers pass early this morning. Can't wait, man. I cannot wait. It looks amazing. Looks amazing. Are you riding dirt? You must be riding dirt, right? You must be riding off-road. Yeah, Don Salvador. I cannot wait to get up there. Look at that road. Let's put that back up. Look at this road, man. I mean, just look at that. Where are we at here? Look at that. I mean, come on. That is incredible. I cannot wait to shoot this for you guys. I cannot wait to ride that and shoot that. I mean, man. And then you got like waterfalls and stuff. I mean, just, yeah, can't wait. Where should I stay at? Do you have any recommendations of places I should stay? Because I'm actually considering maybe even spending a day or two out there and just kind of riding it and shooting it, because you never know with the weather, right? I might hit a bad weather day. But yeah, dude, I cannot wait. I cannot wait to ride out there. Who knows? Maybe I'll move out there or just ride. Oh man, too funny. I've been to many islands, and I've been to many islands. To me, they all the same. You can do anything you want in Cebu. Yep. No, it is. I like Cebu. Look, I've been here for 2 years. I'm just ready to kind of see something different, you know? Yeah, I'm ready to see something different. And as a motorcycle enthusiast, right? Like a passion for riding. I want to ride some other areas. I want to keep my place in Leyte, and right? So I can see this, and I've talked about this before too. I can see keeping places in Cebu City, like keep a place here, keep my place in Leyte, and then have a place in Mindanao, that kind of deal, right? Especially if they're cheap. Like my place in Leyte, it's 6,000 pesos a month. I mean, that, what is that? 6,000 pesos. Yeah, $100. $100 a month. For in a small apartment. If I can, keep cheap places in a bunch of different places, and have like crash pads and stuff, I'll do that. I keep a place here in Cebu. I'd have a place in Leyte, a place in Negros, and a place in Mindanao. Yeah, we'll see. That was a hint about, ferry to Luzon. I know, man. I'll be up there, man. I won't take a ferry though. I'll ride up because I'm not that far. Let's look at that, right? Let's look. Add the stage. Let's sorry, I say add the stage because that's what I have to click on to show the map up here. Let's do directions. Choose a starting point. And let's just say Batangas. Yeah, it's only 21 hours. Not bad. You could do that. I mean, obviously you could do that you could do that in 21 hours if you wanted to, but yeah, it'd probably take 3 or 4 days to kind of ride up. That looks amazing. Yeah, it looks like a good ride. Yeah. Yeah, cool. Yeah, we'll do it at some point for sure. For sure. I'm down. I live 30 minutes from the tail of the dragon, ridden it many times. Yeah, nice, man. Nice. I've seen a lot of videos on it. I've seen a ton of videos. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I've never ridden it, but yeah. Chris, if you ride in the provinces, where do you go to the CR? Well, the lucky thing here, you know, you can pretty much go anywhere. Public urination is not a big crime like in the United States. Yeah, I think you can get on the sex offender list for public urination in the United States, right? Crazy. Yeah, that's one of the things I love about this country, especially being an older male and someone who's committed to hydration. I can pull off pretty much anywhere and go. And it's great. I mean, you'll see it, man. You'll be riding down the road. There'll be guys just standing there. It's hilarious, man. Yeah, that's one of the things that's different here. You'll notice. I noticed it right away. Is that? So yeah, you can just go anywhere, and plus it's super wooded, right? I mean, really, green. You can step off and kind of do your thing. So it's really easy in that way. Hey Chris, I would rent an ADV. I would rent the ADV or Hunter. All right, Jimmy. All right. Yeah, we should talk. We should talk. I've got 3 bikes here. Oh man, too many hobbies. 704. Yes, let's go, man. Let's go. We'll meet. Not far. Yeah, man, I'm down. Seriously, I'm down. Especially once I get done with this trip. Gosh, this next several months has got a lot going on. We talked about the owner of the condo here. He's retiring. As a matter of fact, I think he retired. He's up hiking. He's in Africa. I think a hike Mount Kilimanjaro right now. So and then he's going to be here. That's why I'm moving. Is he's coming here to live now in January. But yeah, where was I going with that? So yeah, but my timing of the next several months. But he and I are looking to do F1 in Japan whenever that is. That's coming up, and I've got my daughter's high school graduation. That's coming up in May, June. So I'm going to go back to the United States for that. I reached out to my son down in Florida. Shout out to the folks in Florida. Hope you guys are good. My son is in Tampa, and I've talked to him, and he and I are going to connect. He actually considering this direction. So yeah. So anyways, meet up with him. So there's a bunch of this first part of the year, man, it's just going to be slam busy. Lots of travel, lots of stuff going on. But I would love to maybe connect, do some trips out your direction. Just kind of as I'm thinking of it. Might be a little bit before I get that way. But yeah, I sent you a message on Messenger. Okay, yeah. Sorry about that, Jimmy. I've been up and around. I do recall your message. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about the ADV 160. I'm keeping it open for Chris if he wants to come back. The other thing too is I'm actually thinking I'm probably just gonna keep that bike, and I like the idea of having a scooter around just to kind of do stuff, especially as I'm having places all over the Philippines. I might try to leave some bikes in some other places, but the Hunter 350 is completely available if you want it, man. Completely available. Yeah, 3 bikes. Maybe I can start renting from you when I'm in Cebu, right? I got to be careful around that, right? Because I can't legally start a business here. So I do have to be careful around that. Yeah. Yeah, meet and Sarasota City. All right. It's all right. I'm down, man. Just timing, right? We got to figure out when to do it. But who knows? Maybe December. Who knows? Maybe. Let's go. Maybe. We'll see. That could actually be a decent timing of it. Just depends that Mary Rose can join me too. So yeah, and that would give me some more riding content. One of the things I'm looking to do is create like a series, right? Episode 1, and then have it be all the riding stuff that I'm doing. So depending on the success of that, right, I might be hungry for more content, and a trip to Luzon might be right up my alley. So we'll see. Nice thing about Cebu is that you can visit many islands close by with just a ferry ride. Jimmy, you are right on, man. You're right on. And that is one of the huge advantages, one of the many advantages of Cebu is your ability. Yeah, I don't. There we go. Your ability to kind of go anywhere and everywhere right from here, because you are right in the middle of it. You know, you can get ferries, you can get planes. Very easy to get in any of the areas. And you know, as far as the starting city, it's one of the reasons why it is. It's just an ideal situation to get your journey started here in the Philippines. As someone who's lived here for 2 years, you know, I'm ready for something a little different. Financially, if I could swing it, I'd love to keep a residence here. Early on in this stage of where I'm at, I might not do that right away, but come back and maybe whatever a year or two down the road and have residence here. So I don't know, just kind of thinking out loud. We'll see though. We'll see. Yep. But I'm with you. I'm with you. March. My birthday is a good time. The dry season. Yes. Yeah. March might be slammed. We'll see. We'll see. Yep. Yes. F1 in Singapore, right? I know. Yeah, we're talking about F1. We actually already have the hotel booked, and we're watching flights. And the seats are inexpensive. So, yeah, the seats are inexpensive. So yeah, we're seeing. I haven't talked to much about that recently, but we're looking to go. I won't be back by November, man. So I'm telling you, I was holding on to it. You still have, brother. You got a couple weeks. Dude, how the hell do you start the thing? I was down there for no kidding, 10 minutes. I turn it this way, I turn it that way. I hit the key and I was trying to hit the key button and the light was green and nothing. I was hitting just the rear brake, the rear and the front brake. Dang thing wouldn't start, man. I got it. The lights came on and everything, right? So it's not a battery issue. But anyway, I'll watch some. I'll read the manual. I try to watch some videos on it, but they're all in Tagalog. Oh, too funny, man. But you still got a couple weeks. I honor my word. After 2 weeks, you're like, but no, honestly, dude, I think I'm gonna keep it. I really, it is a bike that I've always wanted, and you know, I would have bought one when I moved here, but they just weren't available. Honda supply chain with COVID, and so I'm probably gonna keep it. I do like the bike. I think it's super practical, and I want to experience it. I want to ride it for a while, see what it's like. You know, if after I ride it for a while and I'm like, this isn't for me, then yeah, I'll probably get rid of it. But I don't think I'll have that experience. I think it'll be consistent what I think about it, where I ride it and I really enjoy it. So I'm actually probably going to keep it. And you know, maybe Mary Rose, she doesn't have a driver's license yet, but you know, when if we get a place in Leyte where she needs to ride around, you know, she could ride it. So I don't plan on selling it actually, unless it's back to you. So hope you're good there, man. Really enjoyed hanging out with you and Leyte and riding around. That was great. A trip of a lifetime, right? Yeah, I really hope you're good there. Hope all is well with your family. You miss working at H&H. Wow, this is someone who knows me. You know what? I do. So I miss the attorneys. I miss the staff. I miss the work that I did. Do I miss my department? No. No. Crazy. They were crazy. It was an absolute freaking nightmare. And just, oh my gosh. The one boss that we had, he was like, we're going to fire everyone over the age of 50. Oh man, so funny. I just sit there laughing. Oh my gosh. But some of my best memories, you know, I worked there for 16 years. I loved it. And the guys that I worked with, you know, my peers, right? My immediate work group, you know, I love that. But the management, oh my gosh. And that's kind of, I think that's one thing about IT managers. I went to another law firm right after, and they were the exact same way. But you look at IT managers, you have to look at an IT department. You've got guys like me who are doing their job and working, and they've been there for a while, and they move up the ladder. Well, the next step in that is management. Well, talk about a group of individuals who have no idea how it is to relate to people. That's IT people. So now you've got guys who are really successful at maybe an administrator or maybe an analyst or whatever, right? Now working into a job role that they just have zero clue how to function in, because it's not so much with technology, it's with people, and in a skill that they have no ability in, and also too, everything that they've used to learn their skills give them nothing to teach them how to be a people person, how to be a manager. So, IT departments in general, I think, are just train wrecks, man. Just train wrecks. You've got these group of individuals have no idea how to lead people, leading people. But, as far as Holland and Hart working there, I loved it. I loved working there. I loved what I did. I loved working for the attorneys and just the folks there, the friends that I made, the people that I, got to work with. I did love that. And I think about it every day. I think about my experiences all the time, yeah, it was fun. Good memories with that, with the leadership, not so much. Oh, too cool, man. I hope you're good, whoever you are. You obviously know me. Yeah. Okay, hold both brakes, make sure the kickstand is up, and dude, I've done that. I've done all that. Nothing. Kickstand up. Tried just the rear brake. Tried the front and the rear brake. Hit the button. Nothing. Tried moving the dial. Nothing. It turns on. It's something, man. I'll figure it out. But I'll look at the manual. But yeah, I remember you telling me the exact deal. Nah, it ain't starting, man. It ain't. It just, It just does that. Yeah. Scott, have you noticed the difference between Filipinas and American women? I've noticed that Filipinos are far more respectful, sensual, attractive than American women. Yeah, I noticed the difference. Yeah, I mean, somebody said something in a comment that I thought was spot on. They're more cooperative. They're easygoing. They're not combative. In Westerners in general, we're just super combative. We're going to give you our opinion. And not only we're going to give you your opinion, we're going to act like it's real and true and the way you should be. That's a Westerner. Filipinos are they're more like, hey, you know what? Bahala nasi Batman. They're just kind of more chill. They're more laid back. Women and men, So yeah, there's some huge cultural differences. Massive, massive. And it goes beyond the dating, but the dating, they're very, the Filipinos also too are very non-confrontational. They don't, say men and the women, they don't want confrontation. They're more like, hey, that's for private. That's not for public. And yeah, really, really kind of really different. Yeah, far more respectful, men and women. Not just in dating, but just your interactions. Yeah. And I think some of that you could say because of that attitude, right? They're more attractive because of how they are, for sure. Physically, they're a lot smaller, right? And the men too. They're a lot smaller. Americans are. Well, I don't even know the stat now. Obesity stat for Americans. It's big. Here they don't necessarily have it. There's a lot of, there's like necessity. It's one of the things too I've noticed about alcohol and alcoholism. There's a bunch of excess in the United States, ton of it, and one of the areas that I see it in is with alcohol. Here, there's alcoholism for sure, and there's alcohol abuse, but because of the financial, like people don't have excesses of money to going out to bars and spend hundreds of dollars going out getting hammered. They just don't have it. So you don't have that environment where you do, but it's Westerners that are here doing that, right? The Filipinos, if they're going to drink, they're going to be at home, which is great. I wish, it's where everyone should be if they're going to go out and get hammered. Be at home. Wow. A sober guy's perspective, right? But that just whole thing of excess, it's not here. When I was talking about Ormoc and going to that barbecue, looking out over hundreds of people in this barbecue, the one thing that was blatantly obvious, and this happens in a lot of times I see it, there is zero alcohol. Zero. None. There's not even any being served. It's one of the things that was just huge difference when I was looking at the culture. And Westerners, is their problem with alcoholism. Just massive. You go to United States, that type of event, a huge outdoor barbecue, everyone's drinking. Here, nobody's drinking. Really, really kind of interesting. Really interesting to kind of see that. Yeah, I don't deny it, man. Yeah, it's still sitting there though. Maybe it'll be here in November when you're done. I just don't have time. I tried for like 10 minutes or so. Couldn't get it started. We'll see. Like I said, I had the dial set, kickstand up, both brakes in, hit the button as you described. Nothing. Lights came on, but we'll figure it out. We'll see. I'll see if I can locate the manual. Oh, too, let your friend know that I'm back in town. I'm back in town just for a short period of time, and I can get that second key in any of the paperwork. Yeah, thanks, dude. Yeah, thanks again, though. And like I said, I hope all is good. You should stop. You shouldn't stop to get together and meetups. You need to have a couple of ladyboys in your group that can send after the creeps. Oh, dude, what a great idea. Oh, that is hilarious, man. Yeah, that's a great idea. I actually know a couple ladyboys too. I really want. I haven't been around in town much, but I really want to interview her. She's sweet. Yeah, because I just see her in passing. We always say, "Hey, how you doing?" But yeah, too funny. But what a great idea, right? What a great idea. Hold the ignition. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'll read. I'll see if I can figure it out, man. I'll watch some videos on it. Like I said, I did a quick search yesterday after spending 10 minutes down there trying to start it, because I asked you about it, because it was a concern of mine. I was like, how the hell do you start this thing? It's keyless and that. And you're like, yeah, just walk up, hold the brakes, and push the button. I'm like, yeah, walk up, hold the brakes, push the button, and so anyways, I tried all that crap, man. Couldn't get it to work. And like I said, I tried some videos, and they're all in Tagalog. So I'll figure it out, man, eventually. Or it'll sit here and, I'll take the battery out and put it on my battery tender until someone can come by who knows how to start it. Yeah, it's not a priority. Like I said, I've got a couple other bikes here. I heard someone say that that there are a lot of festivals in the Philippines, but nobody knows what they're about. I chuckled when he also warned never to ask them what they mean. Have you found the same experience? Well, yeah, I think a little bit for sure. Yeah, I think as foreigners, we don't really have a full understanding of what these festivals are about for sure. And we're just there primarily probably for the visual experience. I would agree to that. And I don't know if guilty of that is the right way to say that or not, but I can, see that. With Sinulog, I understand, around that, it's celebration of baby Jesus in that. Granted, a very limited understanding of Sinulog. My understanding of the Mascara Festival is it was a way to, like there was a bunch of poverty in that within Bacolod, and the local government wanted to try to cheer people up. So they created this festival with smiley faces and stuff like that. So, but yeah, no, I think you're right, Jimmy, and me too. Being an ignorant guy just traveling around the Philippines, I'm guilty of that as well. I try a little bit to understand the local culture of things that I'm, that's around. But admittedly, I'm not an expert on that. One of the things that this stands out to too, Jimmy, for me is just the whole World War II significance of the Philippines. And, I had a basic understanding of that, but I really had no really vast knowledge of it. And I'm learning more and more, especially in the region that I'm in Leyte, and hearing more about the Battle of Leyte Gulf and watching content on that. That's really been fascinating too. My stepmom's father was here in the Philippines in during World War II, and so yeah, really been interesting about that. 40% obesity rate in the United States. Yeah, man. That's one thing that's noticeable about here in the Philippines is people are slim. And again, it's that whole excess deal. There's not a lot of excess here, and they don't, you know, they don't. Yeah, and the food portions are a lot smaller. Yeah, yeah. It'll be interesting to go back after being away for 2 years. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw stats that Vietnam is the least obese country. Okay, that makes sense, Jimmy. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. I do want to check out Vietnam. I do want to go there. Da Nang's supposed to be pretty good. Yeah, yeah, I do want to go to Vietnam and check it out. Vietnam, Cambodia. Cambodia is still very much on my list too. It's my plan B if something hits the fan here. There's some changes going on here, guys, with the visas and stuff like that. You really want to make sure you've got other options. I know people are whatever, and you know, I don't want to really paint a picture either that the sky is falling, but it's different from when I was considering coming out here 2 years ago. It's different. It is, and how that continues to change is hard to say, but we really want to have our options open. So for me, Cambodia is another option. I really like the fact that I can go there. I can get a year visa and have it be a business visa, and you know, open up, you know, stuff that I want to create. Here I can't, man. I can't create any kind of business. I can't do any of that stuff. Not on kind of what I currently have, a tourist visa. So it's just it's making things simple and easy. And there's other countries in Southeast Asia that are starting to become easier for us to be in. So yeah, so I'm definitely looking at Vietnam. I'm looking at Cambodia. I'm looking at other things. Yeah, she just asked about that. Actually, I messaged you to figure out how we can meet up. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like I said, I'm in town. Let's see here. Let's calendar. Let's pull up the calendar. Let's see. Maybe. Well, I might be only in town for a couple days because Mary Rose is off on the 18th, and then we're looking to do the Cebu Adventure Park and spend the night out there. So they have accommodations out there, which I'm really excited. So yeah, I think we're only going to be in town a couple of days, and she'll be out here, and then we're out of town, and then I'm off to Bacolod. So, but yeah, we'll be around. Let me for a couple days, anyways. Let me know. Mascara events are already going on. Booths set up. All right, sweet, man, sweet. I'll be there soon. I'll be there real soon. I will be there. Where's my calendar? Yeah, I'll be there in about a week. I get there on the 23rd. So just over a week I'll be there. And I understand the main festival is on the 27th. So I'll be there the 23rd to the 28th, I think. Yeah. So I'll be there soon. Excited about it. Really excited about it. I'm on the fence if I want to bring my camera or not. Yeah. Anyways, I can't wait. It'll be fun. It'll be a good time. Well, we're caught up in the comments. What do we got here? Sorry, I'm kind of flying through stuff today. Highly caffeinated, maybe? Impromptu live. What do we want to talk about? Anything? Hold on, I'm just looking at something here real quick off screen. Sorry, I got a message. Yeah, so one of my former coworkers, maybe you're even here, is he got a call from one of our former bosses. Oh, just crazy drama, man. It never ends. I'm so glad. I'm so glad I'm out. Yeah. Yeah, too funny, man. Too funny. Yeah. Oh, I'm telling him to join my live. Oh man. Yeah. Oh man. All right. Sorry, man. My buddy, one of my old former coworkers. He might be coming up here in a second. Maybe I can get him even on here on camera. Oh, that'd be hilarious. This guy is a riot, man. I worked with this guy. Yeah, hold on. Hold on. I got to send him a link. Dashboard. All right, hold on. YouTube. View my channel. Let's see here. Share. Copy. Yeah, sorry. 1 second, guys. Sorry. All right. Yeah, I just sent my buddy. So this guy and I, we worked together for 16 years, man. He's this guy from Wyoming, just an absolute freaking nut, man. He's just a good guy named Greg. Great guy, super funny. But yeah, too hilarious. He'll be. I don't know if he's going to come up or not, but he said he didn't want to be on camera. But he was kind of filling me in the drama. But there's another person in here that is from H&H because they brought up H&H. All right. Yes, I cannot wait to get there. I cannot wait to get there. Yeah. Where are you storing? Where are you storing all your motorcycles when you move? So I have a parking spot here. That's another thing to kind of consider, guys, when you're moving out and living in the Philippines in these condos. Is yeah, you want to account for a parking spot, and a lot of them will charge you around 5,000 pesos for a spot here in Cebu. I get that's kind of the going rate. So add that into your budget as you're looking to if you're going to get a vehicle. And here's another thing about Cebu. I would not get a vehicle for Cebu City. I don't think you really need one. You really don't. You can get around by Grab. You can get around by motor taxi and taxi, right? It's almost an inconvenience to have one because then you got to park it. You got to worry about helmet. I've got, like I said, 3 bikes now. I don't ride any of them really in the city. I get around by Grab and taxi. For me, that's the way I prefer. Now, that's Cebu City. If you get out in other areas, it's the opposite. You're going to have transportation. But the other nice thing about starting in Cebu City, you don't need transportation. You don't. So considering that when you're coming out here, but yeah, I'm storing my bikes in my parking. Yep. Yeah, I sent you a link in Messenger about cool looking ride. And okay, yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate that. And anybody, guys, I would love and appreciate any types of riding, any types of areas that you want me to go see or shoot or look amazing. Please send them to me. I would love to get ideas and all that kind of stuff. Like I said, I was watching Gio's video the other day about him riding and the other gentleman that's there now up in what's that, Don Salvador. I just really appreciate that because then it gets me looking. And of course, when I look at that freaking road, I'm like, heck yeah. So any ideas and suggestions that you have for writing content or writing videos or locations, destinations, please, I really welcome that kind of stuff. So thank you. Britt, what's up, dude? How's the new bike system working? I was looking at a few on Lazada. Tire pressure and navigation would be killer to have, dude. That Aoocci or whatever the heck, love it. Love that little thing. What I like about it too is the map just comes right up. I never had CarPlay before on like my car. I had a 2009 Mazda Speed 3 that I bought brand new. Fun little pocket rocket, but it didn't have CarPlay. And then my motorcycles, I had 790 Duke and the Tannery 700, and neither of those had CarPlay. So it's new for me, and I'm really learning it, and I do dig it though a lot. The map's right up there, which is pretty much what I have on, but the tire pressure monitoring system is rock star. Although you got to carry, I guess, a wrench now with you to get the little freaking sensors off, so that way you can feel the air. One thing I don't like, but Yeah, man, I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I'm back at home, so I got the micro SD cards now that I can put in there, so then I can do loop recording. So yeah, man, I like it. And that one that I did a review on, I think it's around $100 or so, and it's got a discount code in there too. Dude, I think it's great. I can't compare it to any other models that are out there because I haven't reviewed any. But that little unit that I got there was Rockstar, and the guys over at Motology, they install it for me. I love that shop over there, by the way, Motology. I don't know if they do any work on scooters, but for big bikes here in Cebu City, these guys are highly recommended by a lot of people. When I was in that shop, they had a bunch of GSs in there, some other bikes, some Ducatis. So definitely a phenomenal shop for mechanics here in Cebu City. If you have a remote job, it's just not worth it anymore. It's stay in America. It's so true, Scott. So true. Why would you, right? Why would you? And that's kind of the thing too that I can see is, man, could you imagine living here in this country, making American wages? I mean, come on. I was making over six figures in Denver. Here, imagine living here where it cost me 24 to live. Freaking awesome, man. That's freaking awesome. Yeah, really, really excited about that. Yeah, I've seen if my buddy Greg joined up yet. There. Galky, what's up, brother? Dude. So this guy, I haven't got down to his comment yet, but I can see the comments that are coming out. This guy I worked with for 16 years. Brother, I saw your message. So look, I don't want to sound too morbid or anything. I'm surprised the guy is alive. I mean, really, this is he just didn't take care of himself in a high stress job. Yeah, I'm surprised. One, I'm surprised he lasted that long, and two, I'm surprised he's alive. Yeah, I caught him breaking privacy. Yeah, I mean, it's just, yeah. You and I should apply for the job again? No way. I'll jump back up the comments, but I had to click on this guy, dude. It's so good to see you, man. I hope you're good, dude. You got to come out. You got to come out. You got to come to the Philippines. So much backstory with this guy. I've known this guy forever. Yeah, you should come to the Philippines, brother. So his wife is from China. Beautiful, petite little Asian girl. Sweet, man. Good for you, man. Hope you guys are good. Hope your son Nathan, right? Hope your boy is good. Yeah, brother. I hope Eugene and those guys are good. Eugene pops up every now and then. Somebody was up on here earlier commenting about H&H. I would assume they were also from there. So, man, I'll be back in Colorado for my daughter's graduation in May. Would love to connect, man, if you're around. I see you on Facebook. I think you've got some stuff going on in the Phoenix area. So I don't know where you're living at, but yeah, man. Yeah, so cool, brother. Really, really good to see you. Really good to see you. All right, where are we at here? I'll jump back up because I don't want to skip anyone over. Yes, remote jobs, way to do it, man. I would love to been here in the Philippines making American wages. Especially since the pandemic, where people were working remote. I think this is more common than I meet digital nomads all the time. I mean, doing that, most of these guys are younger, but yeah, they're making freaking, 100,000 plus and living here, working remotely. So it's the way to do it. Filipino Fiestas is a celebration in honor of every local place, Patreon, or saint. It's religious celebration. Thousands of fiestas held in the Philippines annually. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm a fan. I love it. I love it, man. Yeah. I like going around and traveling around and seeing them and shooting them and photographs and video. So I like it. I'm really excited about the Mascara Festival. I've seen there was in the last year's Cinolog, they had the winning team or whichever there in Cinolog. And just, man, those costumes, those were some of the most elaborate out of Cinolog even. So I'm really excited about the Mascara Festival that's coming up. So yeah. Dude, what's up, man? California expat. Really liking your channel, man. Just rock star with the new channel and the content that you're putting out. Fabulous. Yeah, really cool. I liked your video you did recently where you really deep dive into Cebu and the different neighborhoods and that. Just really great. I think a deep dive, like I said, in the Cebu Business Park, the IT Park, some outlying areas. So yeah, just really value content. Guys, if you're not already watching, this guy has got like high value content for Cebu City. It kind of goes through what it's like being here in the areas and, you know, just the foreigner experience. You know, he's been here for forever. He's a, you know, he runs a BPO, business process output, right? He's got a business out here, plus a YouTube channel. So just a highly knowledgeable, phenomenal guy. Yeah, shout out to you, brother. And hope you're good that here. Looks like you're back in Cebu. So yeah, thanks for coming out and saying hey on the channel. Really appreciate it, man. And I hope you're well. And get in. Shout out to watch his channel, guys, if you're not, especially if you're looking to come to Cebu City. It's just, he's a great resource. Yeah, the system you put on the screen, the system you put on with screen is $100. Yeah, it's dirt cheap, Richard. It's dirt cheap. You know what? Let's see if we can, let's put it up. Yeah, I don't think it's that much at all. Aoocci. Oh, that's the affiliate partner program. Aoocci, yes, home. Oh, stop sharing. I made 15 cents. Affiliate. How do we get to the, yeah, that's great for a live, right? Yeah, here we go. Dash cam. Let's see, am I sharing this? No, I'm not sharing it. All right, good. That was funny. Add to stage. Let's do a different one here. Oh, okay. All right. 1 second, guys. Sorry. Oh, where'd that go? 1 second. Sorry. Present. Share screen. Okay. That was odd. It went away, didn't it? Share. Okay, cool. Here we are. All right. So, motorcycle. I had the 5. So the C5. So that goes for, is that, how much is that? Yeah, 1,001. Is that right? Let's take a look here. So 1,148. No, that can't be right. It's $20. Crap. I don't know how much they are. Add to cart. Features. Yeah, I don't know how much they are. That's interesting. It doesn't really show there. But I like it a lot. It was very, it's interesting. They don't, it's hard to freaking how to buy that thing. But I didn't think it was very expensive for sure. Super handy. The dash cam was cool. Like when I was riding home, having that rear view mirror, that was awesome right there. But yeah, they're not that expensive. And plus in that video that I did, there's a, I think 22% discount. So yeah, it's interesting. I don't know how much they are. I'll have to look. I'll look and see what they are. Yeah, I used the Camilo app in the US, was excellent for mapping good rides. Quick web search just now shows it's available here in the Philippines. Have you tried it? I will get it on my ADV 160. Kurt, I have not tried that. I'll look at some of those apps for sure. I appreciate that. Right now I'm using Google Maps. And look, I highly recommend this, guys, even if you're not touring around by motorcycle. I would, you know what? That's camera angle is kind of weird there, isn't it? I would make sure you download offline maps. If you're using Apple, even the Apple map now you can download for offline. I use Google Maps and Apple Maps. Download them both, but make sure you do the offline maps. And then also too, make sure to go back periodically and update those, whatever, every couple of months or so, just so that way they're updated and available. That way, when you get here, and if you don't have any cell reception or any of that, you still have access to maps because you've got offline. Yeah, yeah. Greggy, oh, brother. Oh, man, it's so cool seeing you, man. Really, really cool, man. Really cool. Yeah, I think you sent me another message. What'd you say, man? Oh, too funny. Yeah, if you're on Skype, but yeah. All right, man, we'll do some calls. All right, you're down in Arizona? Sweet, man. Yeah, good for you, brother. Really, really good seeing you and connecting. I'd love to chat. Let's just talk soon, man. Good for you, man. All right, Jimmy, would you recommend Christian Filipina to meet a nice girl for an LDR, or is there more recommendation site for dating quality women? Oh, great question, Jimmy. Look, I did a video back on the dating, and I recommend it. What I could do is, let's see if I can find. I don't want to try to find that, but I did a video on the dating, and it syncs up with a couple of them. Not too long ago, maybe around March or April. I did that video. A couple of them are my dating failures, and then I coupled it up with dating apps. I would watch those two videos because I really think those are key. I recommend really 2 apps. I recommend 2 or 3 apps. I recommend Tinder. I recommend Bumble. I also recommend Facebook dating. And I think Facebook dating is the best at it. And all these are free, guys. That's the thing I don't like, honestly, about that app and some other ones and especially that one. That is expensive, man. They charge you like $100 a month. I mean, it's just outrageous for what you can get for free. Facebook dating is free, completely free. Now, Facebook dating, though, has some challenges regarding getting it working here in the Philippines. But once you get it working, which probably is going to require an email out to Facebook support, but you got to reset your location to the Philippines, and then you're probably going to have to reach out to Facebook support to get it working. The couple of guys that I know, you're going to get like a VPN or a location mismatch error. Unless they resolve that, it's you're going to have to reach out. But Facebook dating to me is the best way. And it's free, guys. You're going to meet quality. I mean, Facebook knows us, right? They know us. They're watching us, all that crap, right? Good, bad, right or wrong. They know us. So using them to find us a potential partner, I mean, come on, that just makes sense. Much more than other dating apps that don't really know us. So I would start with Facebook dating. I think it's phenomenal. The other one that I would say to try, like I said, is Tinder. Now, Tinder, you're gonna in Tinder in the bigger cities is a hookup app, right? Just like in the United States, it's going to be a hookup app. So if you're looking for hookups, go to Tinder in the bigger cities. But if you get out in the provinces, not so much. It's not a hookup app. It's a place where you can find good girls, and it's free. Bumble is another one that I think is great for dating. But you just look with all these apps, you got to be careful. You got to be really even in Tinder, you can meet scammers, you can meet people who don't have the best of agendas. But there's a lot of apps that are out there that are absolute garbage. I think any dating site that doesn't have an actual application that goes on your phone, and I said this in the video, they just don't have the sophistication to provide really good services. And to me, that is not a site that you want to be, 1, paying for, or even 2, using. Use an app that's got some sophistication, some technology built into it to give you quality candidates, right? Facebook dating, Tinder, those are Bumble. Probably those are the 3 that I would use coming here, and they're all free. They cost you nothing. Freaking bloggers that are pushing you that particular site, man. Watch, right? Yeah. Anyways, that's my 2 cents. What's up, man? What's up? How's it going? Yeah, no, dude, you've got a great channel. You really do. And look, as much as I don't mind calling out the traveling perverts, the bad channels, the Jerry Springers of the Philippines YouTube, I also don't mind acknowledging great channels, brother. And you've got a great channel. You do. You've got phenomenal channel with valuable content for people. So shout out to you. Another one that I really like is Paul, right? Paul, Old Dog, just a great dude, right? Lots of great channels here. There really are. But like I said, as much as I don't mind calling out the bad ones, definitely acknowledging the good ones like yours is something as well. So hats off to you, man. Good for you. Best of luck for you in the years to come. Yes. Link. Oh, sorry. With that 20-second timeout too. 22-second timeout. Did you yeah, I don't see it's probably linked that video. they're back there from, there's 2 videos that I did a while back that I kind of go into that. Yeah, life hack. Quick drying slip-on water shoes when on land. $12 well spent. Priceless wisdom. Yeah, man. So what's the saying is that there's no such thing as bad weather, but bad gear. That's another thing. I'm buying a lot of this gear, man. A lot of this gear now. Well, that's right. That's what this is about. Trying to find the right gear for the Philippines, including helmets. So, yeah, the stormtrooper. But yeah, man. But yeah, no, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. Another thing that I picked up that I think is absolutely life-changing for the Philippines is a sun coat. I don't have it around me. I think it's in the washer. But a sun coat is key. You'll see it on my rides. It's a blue coat. That thing is spectacular. I just bought it, and a lot of this stuff, like the shirt I'm wearing and the coat, I got from a local company called Uniqlo. You can find them in any mall. It's I think, I can't even remember, Japanese or Korean or whatever the hell. But you look for the moisture wicking, or there's a couple of areas where they have, that type of fabric and that type of gear. Huge, man, huge. But yeah, right gear is key. And in a lot of my videos too, if you look, I've got some shirts and I've got some shorts and stuff that I've gotten off of Amazon. The other thing is underwear. In my link in my underwear, some really good, or in the link in my videos, there's a link to some really good, cool underwear. That's really awesome. Mary Rose has commented too, because she does some laundry sometimes at the house. She's like, I love your clothes. They dry like within an hour. They're like dry, and that's because of the fabric that I use. So yeah, man, gear is really key, like anywhere in the world. Yeah, which motorcycle is best for the Philippines? Ooh, what a question. Yamaha, Honda, Kawasaki, or Suzuki? What a question. Yes. No, look. Yeah, I like. Oh man, I don't know, right? Here's the thing that I see, and even if we come in this time of year, right, with the all new motorcycles that are coming out, because this time of year they do the big whatever, I can't remember what it's called over in Europe. They do the motorcycle debut for 2025. So there's a lot of new motorcycles coming out. The thing about motorcycles too, they're just so specialized. It's a right tool for the job. You don't want to use a fork to eat soup kind of deal. And I think that really applies to motorcycles, where you really have to look at what type of riding you're going to do and getting that right bike. So that's what I would say to that. And then for the Philippines, though, another factor in finding that right tool for the right job is then dealership availability and access. So no question that Honda and Yamaha are the top dealers here in the Philippines, Honda being one, and I think Yamaha being two, followed by Suzuki and then Kawasaki. But Honda is everywhere. So if you're the kind of guy that doesn't want a tool on your bike, or that kind of thing, I would say Honda, which is me in a lot of ways, right? But look, I'm a KTM fan, man. My favorite bike that I've owned is that 790 Duke. I loved that bike. That bike was so much fun to ride. Loved it. I would love to get the new 390 stuff that's coming out. Man, I might have one. But I bought a Honda, and I bought it because what I'm about ready to do here next week, which is go ride around a foreign country by myself. And do I want a bike that I have to worry about reliability? Not at all. So it just depends on what you're up to, right? And what you're kind of doing on that. But, I don't think you can go wrong with Japanese bikes in general. Yamaha, Honda, I mean, they make amazing machines, right? I was recently watching High Side, Low Side, the guys at Revzilla, Spurge and Zach, right? And they were talking about how the big four are looking at hydrogen bikes. So, yeah, shout out to those guys too, man. Really, really great motorcycle podcast content out there. If you're not watching those guys, check them out. High Side, Low Side, Revzilla guys. But yeah. Facebook dating. I just piggyback on Carefree Chris's vlogs, and I know he'll put in a good word for me. Speaking of which, how's Queenie? Oh, Jeff, brother, hope you're good up there, man. Hope you're good in the Great White North. You guys probably already got some snow up there, right? Queenie is doing great. She's actually in a. So that was one of the things that happened with that guy, is he went out there to meet her, and it just was not a good time. You know, they just finished that semester, and she was super stressed. So, but yeah, no, she's doing great. She's such a sweet girl too, man. All of Mary Rose's friends are absolutely sweet and adorable. They really are. You know, shout out to Queenie. Shout out to Miriam. Shout out to Miriam, her sister, also Michelle. Oh my God, they're great girls. They really are. You know, that's what I love about the province areas too. You know, you just get really you know, genuine people. So I'm a big fan of that. Michelle was nice enough to take us out on her farm, and we wandered around there. So cool, just these big you know, coconut trees. And Mary Rose and Miriam, Mary Rose's sister, climbed up and picked these little, I can't remember, they're like grapes. They picked up fruit up there. You know, just fun, man. Just really innocent times, you know, just simple, innocent times and people. So, but yeah, Queenie is great. Sweet girl. Oh my gosh, sweet girl. She'll be, you know, yeah, I don't know what to say. She'll be ready for a foreigner boyfriend at some point, but it might be, you know, after she graduates. But yeah, sweet girl. All of them are sweet. Yeah. Okay, Cupid. Okay. Is that a good one? Yeah. Yeah. I haven't tried that. So I was reluctant, Jamie, to go to like a lot of the dating sites just because of, you know, Rike and a lot of, and I agree, you know, he's saying stay off of them. And I get that. But I think if you're coming here to Cebu City, you know, I didn't date for 6 months, and it wasn't because I didn't want to. So it's just when you're hanging out in IT Park, in the business park, you're really not going to meet girls. And the last thing you want to do is walk up to some girl in the business park who's working there in the mall and approach her, because you're the 50th guy that's done that day, you know? So, you know, so I went to online just because I was like, all right, you know, I'm not really dating much, which didn't move here to date really anyway. So it wasn't that big of a deal. But that's why I went to online dating. And as soon as I started with online dating, I mean, within weeks, I started, all right, going out on dates and start meeting girls and stuff like that. So Mary Rose and I met on Tinder, you know, so yeah, I mean, you just gotta be careful, especially here in the city. You know, you gotta have some good questions about like, hey, you know, do you date a lot of foreigners? And that, I mean, for if you're looking for just like dating and dating casually and whatever, that's different. But if you're looking for like a wife or a girlfriend, you really want to get good at your questions. You know, long-term relationships, you want to be good like right away. Start, you know, hey, do you date nothing but foreigners? You know, you don't want to say it like that, obviously, but those are some big red flags that you want to look at. How's your family? You know, meet the family, that kind of deal. Meet the friends. You know, in hindsight, when I look back at some of the dating stuff, never met any friends or any of that kind of stuff. And, you know, there's some big red flags. Dating girls who just exclusively dated foreigners. Well, why don't any Filipino men want to date you? You know, so yeah, so you want to be really cautious and careful with the online stuff. But in some ways and in some areas, it's your easiest way to get access to dating. You know, especially here in like Cebu City and stuff like that. You know, the common sense stuff too, like avoid bars and that kind of deal. Or, you know, as far as dating, you know, meeting a girl in a bar isn't a good idea in the United States. It's not a good idea here, you know, and, you know, to go with, you know, put yourself in environments where you can meet, you know, good quality people, go to churches, whatever, right? Events through other people. Yeah. Lots of ways to kind of go after that. Yeah. Yeah. No problem, Jamie. Okay. He is diversifying: chicken farming, motorcycle tours, island resort. That I mentioned. I do, Jeff. I'm going to be doing a chicken farm at some point. Stay tuned. The Carefree Chris chicken farm is coming. It is coming, brother. You're so funny, man. It is coming. I can't wait, man. I've been watching videos on how to take care of chickens. I'm here in Beverly Hills, right? And I'm watching videos on, you know, taking care of chickens. And yeah, I think I already know I want like 4 or 5 chickens, and I know how to build my coop and my chicken run. And oh, dude, it's so fun, man. I'm excited. I'm looking at solar generators, all that stuff. So cool. Even what's it, Everflow or EcoFlow? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Too funny. Yeah, coming, man. It's coming. Build a house. I really do want a house out here. Once I kind of get a little bit through, I think, this visa fear, and kind of get maybe a little more visa stuff set up where I feel a little more stable. I think I will be building a house and that kind of deal. And then just a little farm and stuff. Get some mango trees planted, jackfruit, get all these trees and fruit trees planted that I want, because that takes several years to kind of really mature. And then, slowly but surely start building on that, get a house going and that kind of stuff. I really like the idea of having a home base. I don't like moving around and stuff. It's just a kind of a pain in the butt. But yeah, that's coming, man. It's coming. My experience with Christian Filipinos is expensive, and they will call you to upsell you on services. I think I paid $300 US for 3 months, dude. Yeah, for what, man? That's what I mean, right? You can get the same thing for free and ask your own questions, regarding that. Facebook dating is completely free. It's free. Tinder is free. It's free. Now, granted, yeah, you're gonna have to weed through some ladyboys and some professionals. It's free though. To me, spending $100 a month for a service that they're just freaking throwing darts in the air to see if something sticks. What algorithm are they using to match you up with potential dates, right? I mean, I don't know, man. I don't want to bash any site in particular, right? I don't want to get myself in trouble legally, but I'll promote ones that I feel are good. With Facebook dating, I think probably being the number one. Honestly, they know us. They're listening to every word that we say, right? And I just met some great dates, and then Tinder was another. That's where I met Mary Rose. So yeah, man, I'm with you. Some of this, and that's why I don't do. That's why these guys contact me on sponsorships, and I'm just like, not interested, just because I don't believe in the product. Why would I promote a service that's going to charge you $100 a month when you can get that for free and have a better service, quality dates, right? I'm not going to do that stupid crap. Yeah, link that system on your bike to my messenger. Yeah, when you get a moment. Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, I can link that. I mean, here it is right here. Here, this is here's the Aoocci 5. Yeah, so I think that posted. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Big fan. I like it a lot, man. Yeah, so I like the CarPlay, like I said. So now I turn on my bike. It's hooked up to my ignition. I turn it on. Boom. I got my map coming up right there. Freaking dig that. I'm a big map guy. I'm a map geek. So I like that. And I just keep it on. My phone's off my handlebar now. I have my handlebar in my tank bag. Yeah, big fan. Big fan of that. It's really, really cool. Yeah, that's a sick helmet. Kind of the 80s and 90s vibe. Dude, I'm digging that, man. I do. I feel like I'm a freaking stormtrooper. Nah. I feel like a big stormtrooper. So I like the ventilation. I like that it's full face, right? I got a nice full face. You can tell it's really snug. Fits me well. But I got a lot of ventilation right here and through here. So, and I got a little bit of a sun visor, and I'll just wear my sunglasses over. So it is technically, it's a motocross helmet, but your speeds are like, my speeds are so slow. Guys, I'm hardly going above 40 miles an hour. Most of the time I'm riding between 20 and 30 and 40 miles an hour. So really excited about this helmet and testing it out, increase airflow and stuff like that. So yeah. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I think I named my bike. Yeah, I think I'm going to call it Wilson. Perfect, right? I'm going to travel around alone on a tropical island on a white motorcycle. Now, let's pray and hope that there's no bloody handprint involved. But I think the bike's name is Wilson. I love it, man. I love it. I'll be talking. You'll be seeing more of Wilson. I'll be talking to Wilson all throughout the videos. Yeah. So I think the bike's name is Wilson. Yeah, my ex used to mumble something about 22 seconds. Oh crap! Whatever. She still don't know what she was on about. Your ex used to mumble. Oh, brother, you're hilarious, man. I find boxer shorts. I find boxer shorts when at home in the summer is ideal. Yeah, I do. The underwear that I picked that's in my videos, I really like them. 32 Cool, I think it is. Yeah, I tried some bamboo stuff. They were okay. They weren't very durable. You know, I felt like I was burning through them. You know, I'd blow out the crotch in less than a year, whatever, 6 months. And the super cottony ones weren't really. They're just too hot. So these 32 Cool ones that I have in my video descriptions, these things are freaking awesome. I really like them a lot. Really, they are. They're a lot cooler, and they fit my legs okay. Like I like the boxer briefs, and I don't like stuff that kind of crunches up my leg kind of deal too. So, yeah. My own Boontog there, Mary Rose, if you're here. I just saw your message. Hope you're good. My own Boontog. The best to a Filipina dating is from expats recommended by your Filipino wife and fiancés. Yeah, no, June, I agree. Yeah, no, I think you're right on there. Introduction is the best way to go because it really are. You're dealing with people who know you and then know the Filipina. So, no, I think you're spot on. Yeah, no, I think you're spot on. Yes. Hold on one second. Mary Rose just woke up. Filipina's sleeping in. Anyways. Yeah, she had no electricity there. They had big storms and stuff. So said she's just getting up. Checking batteries real quick. All right. Greggy. Dude, are you still riding, brother? Are you still riding out there? Oh my gosh, I haven't talked to you in forever, man. So I obviously I took a couple years off, right? Understandably, from almost being broke in half. But I got a new bike out here. I've been riding since I moved. You kind of have to out here. It's a riding community and culture. Love that. Love it about here. I mean, there people are like born on motorcycles, practical scooters. But you know, some of the best two motorcycle riders in the world are Southeast Asia because of that. They've just been born on a bike. Very much a riding community. Tons of riding groups. It's unlike the West at all. Yeah, more 2 wheels than 4 wheels, right? So I'm back on a bike. I've been riding almost since I got out here. Maybe not the first 6 months to a year, but I've been riding pretty heavily now the last year. Just bought a brand new bike, NX 500. Been riding that a ton. Riding that all over the country is what I'm doing here in the Philippines. So excited, man. But yeah, are you still riding? Yeah, let me know what you're up to there, if you're still riding or not, man. Yeah, good for you, dude. Really cool. Yes, Honda. I like it. Yeah, you got the 250, the nice bike, man. Are you riding off road? What's your riding there? I'm a little bit hesitant to ride off road just because, you know, look, when you're riding off road, you're gonna come off the bike. And gosh, being a 50-plus-year-old guy now, I'm just not interested in coming off the bike. I think I might stick to the pavement. I'll ride some small dirt roads and trails. Like we're riding over to Mary Rose's house and you know, some wide dirt stuff. And it was actually the CF Moto the Honda NX 500 was fine on that. The tires, they're street bias tires, the Trail Max, they're a Dunlop. I can't remember what they are. Tour Mix or something like that. But, you know, whatever, 90% dirt or street tire. But yeah, I stick on the pavement just because I don't want to come off. Chris, hats off to you. I spent 3 months in the Philippines earlier this year and will return soon for 5 months. Was getting cold feet, but you fired me back up, man. Jimmy, I love it, man. I love it. But also too, my existence in the United States was not the greatest. You know, I was, you know, working with Greggy and in a job where I was completely unfulfilled. And, like most of us. My life was about work. And while I loved what I did, I loved the people that I worked for and with, there was a lot of problems in that. And then my social life was I just worked. And, I wasn't dating at all. I was divorced for several years and wasn't dating at all. And I felt like my life wasn't for me in the United States. It wasn't. Out here, it's a complete 180. I feel like my life is completely about me. It's what I want to do. I don't worry about clocking in and out for lunch, none of that crap. I don't worry about trying to appease a boss who's absolutely sexist and racist and, or that kind of deal, right? I just don't have any of that absolute crap that it's like living in the West now. I'm dating young, beautiful women. It's just, I'm living in freaking Beverly Hills. I mean, come on, man. My life is a complete 180, and I'm the same dude. I'm the same guy. There's nothing different about this person here versus this person there. But this person here has got a life that is inspiring, that is exciting. I'm getting ready to hop on a motorcycle, ride around the Philippines. I don't know or care when I come back. I mean, come on. I mean, it's just magical what my life is and who I get to be right now. And yeah, now look, is this life for everybody? No, it's not. Mary Rose is talking about how she had no power last night and she didn't sleep that good, right? So you want to have the right mindset. You got to be outdoorsy. You got to be outdoorsy. You got to be a guy who also too doesn't need a lot of friends. If you're good by yourself, if you're outdoorsy, that kind of deal. Yeah, man. If you're friendly, that's the other thing you got to be. You got to be friendly, man. There's a saying here in the Philippines that you get what you give, right? You're a friendly guy with a big smile on your face that just wants to have fun and explore. You'll fit in, man. I am. I'm digging it out here. I'm digging it. But I could see, I've met people where it's not for everybody. You can't deal with bugs. You're not super outdoorsy. You're not good by yourself, that kind of deal. Or you just you have a lot of drama, those are people that don't do well out here. If you're a good, happy-go-lucky dude that, is cool, just, having fun and that kind of deal, you have a good vibe, you're going to do great out here, man, but it takes something. It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. Yeah, Chris, any 5'8" girls there in Pollen Pond? Yeah, Bill, there's taller girls there. There's taller girls everywhere, Yeah, I mean, on average, though, the girls are shorter. They are. But there's tall girls here too. Not as common. Yeah, most of the girls are in the 5 foot range and, petite, which I'm saying it's the women here I'm very attracted to. There really are. There's my wife before, she was Latina, so darker hair, that type of girl. And I didn't really thought I had a preference, but looking at it, I do. Petite, darker hair women are kind of what I prefer to date. So yeah. Jamie, I had over 1,000 matches in Cebu in 1 week on OkCupid. Yeah, dude, you get lit up. It lit up. I did on Tinder too. Bunch of matches when I was on there. It is a 180, guys. The dating is a complete 180. You will get an abundance of matches. You get just so many that you'll have to kind of go through and kind of go that. But that's what's kind of granted, you're going to get a lot of professionals and ladyboys, but out of 50 candidates, you're going to get whatever, maybe 5 or 10 that you could date easily. So, and you'll get 50 candidates like that. So, especially on the right tool, on the right dating app. So, yeah, man, lots of options here. Lots of options for dating. What does the local motorcycle insurance cover? Is it pretty basic, or do they have different kinds of coverage? Hey, Jim. Yeah, thanks for Cocoa, Florida. Good morning. Yeah, Jim. Good evening there. Hope you're good. Understand it's been a wet couple of weeks there, right? With storms blowing in and out. But yeah, so your insurance is included in the registration. Insurance in general isn't something that's really here that much. When you talk health, when you talk auto, it's really a lot of it's out of pocket. Now you can opt for insurance stuff. There are, I think it was standard insurance was one of the ones that someone talked to me about. But for the most part, people just do out of pocket. There's some basic stuff included in your registration, but yeah, other than that, you're just going to pay because things are really cheap, right? So if you get in an accident and your bike's damaged and stuff, it's super inexpensive to kind of get that repaired and replaced. Same thing with medical stuff. If you get in an accident and whatever, you break an arm or a leg or stuff, that stuff is pretty cheap to kind of to pay out of pocket. So I recommend having health insurance. I have health insurance now, so that's kind of the route that I would do. But like actual drivers and auto insurance, that's very uncommon. Other than what's kind of included, and I don't know the details of what's included. Imagine how many men had 1,004 matches in 1 week. It's amazing. It's amazingly common. Yep. Much like the 1,000 matches turns to 4 girls a person who want to follow through meeting you. Yeah. You have to weed through, but compared to dating in the West, where you have you really have to, you're not going to get any matches. You have to go after the matches, right? At least that was my limited online dating experience. I didn't really do a lot. I got bored of it. I'm like, this is ridiculous. Well, yeah, I'm not going to waste my time doing this. Admittedly, I don't have a ton of online dating experience in the West. But the short time I did it, I was like, this is horrible. Are you kidding me? Look at the people that I was getting referred or recommended to. I'm like, man, no way. Yeah. I'll just be single. Looking forward to the journey. Yeah, right? Riding around. I know. Me too, man. Me too, brother. Like I said, too, I feel like this for me has been something in the works now for years. I'm just really excited to kind of see it come through. So, and I've been doing bits and pieces of it, but this will really be kind of a big part of it. Guys are like cheap penny stocks with these girls, hoping to sponsor, especially one with a 2-week millionaire league who lands, leaves in love. Yeah. The 2-week millionaire. A lot of that you see guys on vacation coming out, just kind of blowing a lot of cash, whatever. They're having fun. Yeah, dash cam. Check that link out. Yes, check them out, guys. Click on that, you get a discount. I get a kickback. Woo-hoo! I think they give me 8% or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, check them out, guys. Like I said, I'm a big fan. I don't know how they compare to any other manufacturer that's out there, but whatever. Good morning from sunny Batangas. What's up, man? Yes, the weather in Lahug is nice. What do we got? Yes, we have 82 degrees. Yeah, that's sunny. Yeah, sunny and no rain. Yeah, the weather in Cebu is really nice. I'm digging the weather out here. Yeah, no rain today at all. I might try to get up and do some rides. I really want to, since it's Sunday, it's a really good riding day. Sundays are really good travel days, guys. If you're looking to travel around the Philippines, Sunday is a great day to do it. Not as much traffic, so especially if you're riding by motorcycle. So I might get up and try to ride around a little bit. But yeah, no, good day here. Looks beautiful weather. What about the girls at the Glenarm Ballet? Oh, man. Oh, so what we used to do, guys, we'd go down to the Glenarm Ballet, which was a club. And for lunch, they had all-you-can-eat prime rib. So we'd go down there for lunch and eat at the Glenarm Ballet, which Glenarm is a street in downtown Denver. And so anyone from Denver knows exactly what that is. But those were the days, right? Can you imagine, going to a club with your boss and a group of people and going to eat lunch? Oh, too funny, brother. I miss those times. That was fun. Those are great times, man. Oh, so funny. Yeah, that was great. All you can eat prime rib. Oh, dude, such great times. Oh, my contact got a little buggy. Oh, hold on a second. Yeah, there we go. Maybe. Yeah, too wild. Yes, the Glenarm Ballet. Mm. All right. Can't see my contact. All right. I might have to end the live. Give me 1 second. 1 second. My contact just buggered out on me. All right. Okay, there we go. Got it out. Sorry about that, guys. Rub my eye and move my contact. You gonna track me again there? There we go. Sorry about that. Ah. All right. Well, my eyes all red. Yes. Digging the helmet. Can't remember how much it was. 7,000 pesos. Pretty cheap for helmets. Let's just say 8,000. I think it was right around 8. So it's 140 bucks. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, I think it's gonna be great for here. Extra airflow plus extra protection on the face, which I was really lacking. And a little bit of a sun visor. And the speeds, it's not like I need a freaking, I don't need a, I don't need a street helmet. I'm not going that fast, So yeah. Filipinos living in the U.S. can recommend you a Filipina to date. You should be scammed on dating apps. You can be scammed, not always. I think there's some good folks on dating apps. I met Mary Rose on the dating app, but I think with the dating apps, what's really critical about being successful there are having good questions. Like you really want to have good questions, like before you meet this girl, and just really be like, you don't want to be overly cautious. You don't want to push her away, but you also want to be like, all right, just be really inquisitive during those first. I mean, you should do this anytime you're dating, but in particular with online dating, you want to be mindful of the source of where they come from. But you can meet good girls on the dating apps. You can. I wouldn't, especially if you're here in Cebu City and Manila and some of the bigger cities. That might be where you start. But you're right. I mean, if you can get introduced to somebody, you can meet someone naturally, organically. That's a great way too. But I wouldn't completely abandon online stuff too as an option. Winter underwear equals good fellow company. Yeah, good fellow company. Yeah, good winter stuff. Thankfully, I'm done with my winter gear. Have a safe trip coming up. Chat with you later. Yeah, take care, Richard. Take care up there. Jasmine, what are your feelings on Jasper in the Philippines? I think he talking bad about you. Probably. I don't know, dude. I stopped watching that guy long time ago. Like, so something happened when he got monetized. Boom, that guy flipped, man. He turned into freaking redneck central, and he turned into exactly stuff that I moved away from. I don't associate with him or really people like that. I'm not interested, man. I moved away from drama and chaos. The last thing I want to do is have drama and chaos here in this country. So that type of Jerry Springer stuff, I'm just not interested in. And that doesn't mean Jerry Springer stuff is wrong. It doesn't mean that type of content is wrong or those types of people are wrong. It doesn't. It's not anything I'm interested in being around. So I really don't have any clue or idea what that guy is up to, nor do I care. And I don't wish ill will towards him or anybody. It's just, it's nothing that I'm interested in participating in, right? It's, if anything, it's what I want to be away from, God. Yeah. But yeah. Talking about Gitch and burning. What? Oh, Gitch and burn. What is this I hear about Filipinas not liking latex? They don't actually. They don't. They don't really. That. So that's another kind of example too of excess and really just kind of having the necessity. But you're right. Filipinos in general aren't into condoms. And there are very rare to have those around. Really, really kind of interesting. It's like I said, I think it's one of those things that's deemed as something that's not needed or required. There might be a religion kind of, being a heavy Catholic. There might be a religious kind of part of that too, where that's maybe kind of deemed as not so good by religion standards. I think, I don't know. I'm not Catholic at all, so I'm kind of stretching at that, but that might be. But you're right. They're not. But I think it's that excess kind of thing. Why spend money on something? They spend money on just the necessities, because there's just not a lot of money, and that could be put in that excess thing. Right, wrong, good, bad. I'm not saying that, but I think that's kind of why. Yeah, I want to see you in Cambodia. I'm not a dreamer of the Philippines lifestyle, even though people seem great. I'm with you, man. That's why I moved here. Number one reason, the people. To really just to kind of be around happy, friendly people. And, so yeah, no, I'm with you. Cambodia, though, is supposed to be very much like that with the friendlier people. So yeah, I'm with you. My favorite quote by Ernest Hemingway is toast. Here's to big fish and little women. Here's to big fish and little women. All right. Nice, Jim. Oh, the USA is so bad that it's not the ladies only, even the shale. I say full middle class teen kids who are bully high-minded dicks. Yeah, I saw a clip the other day of kids kicking some dude. It's crazy. It's crazy. And it's that's what I'm saying. I don't, why would I come here and surround myself with that? No way, no thank you. I just, yuck. I came here to be on the beach, ride my motorcycle around. Last thing I want to do is be around people who are committed to chaos, committed to crazy, that kind of deal, right? Yeah, no, I'm with you, brother. I'm with you. That's, when we talk about other channels and that kind of deal, it's like, no thanks. To each their own. I also don't watch cooking shows. Doesn't make cooking shows bad and wrong, right? So, but to each their own, man. Enjoy it, have fun. Life. That would be the last thing I'd want to do is come over here and create some drama content. Yeah, no thanks, man. Yeah, what's the last time you had an Al Capone? Dude, if you look at my gut, you would think I had a dozen of them this morning. It's actually been a while that I've said I can't remember, maybe 6 months or so. I can't remember. Mary Rose and I introduced her to Al Capone a while back. Yeah, there's good, man. For those of you who don't know, Al Capone is a incredibly delicious donut at a company called a local donut shop called Jayco, a coffee donut shop. Super delicious. Like, it's got sliced almonds and a white chocolate. It's probably one of the best donuts I've ever had, man. They're super, super good. But yeah, maybe I'll go try one today now. Thanks for planting that seed. But yeah, man, I've been struggling a little bit because I've been out a little bit traveling. But I started running again after taking maybe 1 or 2 months off. It's just the crappy thing about being this age, man, is you got to stay on it. You got to stay on top of it. As soon as you take time off, boom, that body starts to just swell right up, man. So yeah, I'm back into running again. So I've got it calendared every 3 days I'm running. So sometimes that's 3 days a week, right? And sometimes that's 2 times a week. So it just kind of depends on how that falls, but I'm back. Sunday is a big bike day here. Yeah. Weekends, you'll see bikes going all over the place, especially in Tagaytay and Tao Lake area. Yep. Agree. Great days to ride. Sundays. I try to travel on the weekends as much as possible. Although yesterday I was traveling home and I hit some of the worst traffic that I had hit my entire time in the Philippines. So, but yeah, Sundays are great riding days. Yes. Yeah, sweetie. You're talking about my contact got stuck in my eye. So for those of you who don't know, you might not even know this, Madame Aying, is I wear one contact. My right eye sees far, and my left eye sees close. And originally, I thought that would bother me. But what was going on is if I put both contacts in, I had to blow up my phone the size of freaking, whatever, China to read anything. And so now what I could do is my left eye can read my phone and things close really well because my natural vision is fine. But as soon as I corrected it with a contact, it messed it all up. And I had bifocal contacts. I do have bifocal contacts, but I find it better if I just leave one out. I could just fine. And what happened around that is I was riding one time and I got a little bit of debris in my eye, and I couldn't put a contact in for a couple of weeks. So I was like, wow, I actually kind of like this. So I had gotten used to it. And but yeah, I just had a contact that was bothering me in my right eye. But yeah, I'm good. I slept great. Went to bed super early. I did get up at like 3:30 this morning, but that's because I got up at 3 the other day too, right? So my clock is a little bit messed up, but no, I'm good. Things good here. Yep. Hope you were good there. I know you had no power and didn't sleep good. Dude, she'll be out here in the end of the week. Yeah, she'll be out here Friday, if not earlier. So we're gonna do some fun stuff. We're gonna go out to Cebu Adventure Park. We're gonna spend the night out there, hang out there, and then she's got to go back, but she's got some time off, so she'll be on her way. A helmet with a shield is better for rainy days. Yeah, it doesn't. I've got actually some really good eyewear. I've got some really good eyewear. I've got a couple of things. I've got my sunglasses, especially. I've got some really good riding glasses, so I think I'm covered with the rain. I think I'm good. But I'm with you, Toms. I'm with you. This was nice, and that it had a shield. It's just this helmet didn't fit me really good. And I really wanted something for my chin. I don't like, and so, and this is just too hot. This is too hot, But this is a really nice helmet too. It's got a shield on it. And I think it's got a built-in. Does it have a built-in visor? No, it doesn't. But yeah, it's a really nice helmet. I bought this for my adventure riding in Cebu or in the Denver. But it's just way too hot. So yeah, I went with a motocross helmet. I think it's going to be perfect. I'm gonna experiment with it. Jim, what's up? I'm looking at the week of December 9th. I got to see Christmas in Cebu. Yeah, Christmas in Cebu is nice. Yeah, I need the happiness. Yeah, no December to February. Skipping Synologue. Yeah, man. Yeah. No, good call, man. Good call. Good for you, brother. Yeah, look me up when you get out here. Like I said, Jim, we might be around. We should be around. Busy getting ready for my trip to the Philippines next week. All right, yeah. Sent you an email, probably. Okay. Yeah, all right. Did you send it to Gmail? Let's take a look here real quick. Gmail. No, I see it right here, buddy. I have not. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. I just opened it up. Oh, wow, you sent that October 9th? Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but I see your email right now, brother. Yep, I'll read it, and I'll respond back. Email is a little bit hard for me sometimes, admittedly. Some of that's just because of my previous career and what I did. I don't really like email. Being a tech support guy for most of my life, honestly, since the late 90s, email to me is a little bit it's kind of like the mechanic who doesn't want to work on his own car, or the hair beautician who doesn't cut their own hair kind of deal. Email, admittedly, sometimes can be a little bit rough for me as far as a way to interact, just because I resist it a little bit. But anyways, I see your email. I'll reply back to you. Hope you're good there. But yeah, next week. Okay, I'll look at your email, let you know. Yeah, I'll reply back. I lived it, and this is a good way, guys, too, just to kind of give me a heads up, give me a reminder. Also, too, YouTube comments. I read and comment to every single comment. I do. Sometimes it's quirky crap, weird stuff like Love Boat theme song, depending on the quirkiness of your reply. But I reply to every comment. So a comment is another way to be like, hey, because I see it. Now, the way this works is you comment, I reply, I don't necessarily see your reply, right? Matter of fact, I won't see your reply unless I really go into it and look for it, which most of them I don't. So just kind of a heads up on that. It's not a good place to have a conversation kind of thing, that type of format, right? But if you comment on a video, I see that and I'll reply back is another way to be like, hey, you know what? I sent you an email or and really the great way to interact is on my community group. It really is a great way. There's a chat, the community group chat. I'm in that. That's another great way to kind of interact. I lived in Siem Reap, Cambodia for 8 years. The people are super friendly, and dude, that town looks incredible. It really does. That is high on my list. That's my backup plan, Cecil. If for some reason or whatever, Philippines or whatever, it doesn't work, I'll be your neighbor. No, really. I mean, it looks great. It looks phenomenal. The visas are super easy and inexpensive. The people seem super friendly, which is why I moved here, is to be around friendly people, and why I left the United States to move away from not so friendly people. And no offense, right? Look, you know, I don't want to, I was done with it, right? But yes, I am with you. That town looks amazing. And what I might do is try to get out there. I might try, so like before my daughter's graduation, what I'm looking to do, if I can swing it, is go there before and then fly out of like Bangkok or something back home to Colorado before coming back. Because I really do want to get out there to case it out in case I need to go there. So yeah, hearing a lot about that town. Can't wait to check it out for myself. Yeah, not to chime in on food again. No, brother, we can talk about whatever you want. But if you eat keto, everyone avoids carbs. When people eat carbs, they never avoid protein or fat. If you eat carbs and don't add fat, they don't turn into fat in the same way. Okay, yeah. I've heard a lot about that diet, the keto diet. A lot of people love that. I eat whatever, man. That's kind of why I like running and stuff. I still like ice cream. I still eat Jayco Al Capone's, man. You know, 50, what are you going to be, 54? Wow, in almost a month. You know, I still try to eat whatever. Ain't working so well. Be committed to the people here and you will be rewarded beyond imagination. I'm with you, brother. No, I like it here, man. Look, I'm not just creating backup plans, creating strategies around if things happen or if you need to go or that kind of deal. Dude, I love the Philippines. I love being here, man. I love the people. I love the culture. You know, I do. I love it. There's no reason for me to, I mean, just traveling around these islands and stuff. I mean, come on, man. It's freaking paradise around friendly people too. I'm with you, man. I'm with you. Just backup plans. And also too, I like the idea of maybe traveling around Southeast Asia too a little bit more. Build a home, have a base here in this country, but also too explore other regions, right? This is a whole part of the world I've never been. I mean, I've been to China during the early 2000s, that kind of deal, but Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos, Thailand, it all looks great by motorcycle. Yep, I see you, brother. I see it. Yep, I'll reply back. I'll read and reply back. Yeah, thumbs up. See you soon. All right, Jim. Yeah, nice, brother. Yeah, nice. Dylan, can American guy get citizenship in the Philippines? No, marriage or otherwise. I'm 38, single, disabled vet. I have a remote job, but only 20, so I don't know if I have enough income. Well, if you're fully disabled, probably. I mean, you could live really good on 2,000. You could live really good on 2,000. If you can get out some of the more expensive areas, you can live on less than that. But a good amount is around 2,000, I would say, for people to have. But yeah, man, yeah. You can't get citizenship. That's why it's important to have backup strategies, you know, when you get here, in case whatever. But not only for if visa changes and stuff like that, but you're talking the ring of fire. You know, you're talking volcanoes, earthquakes, tsunamis. You know, there could be situations where you want to get out for a couple months, maybe. that kind of deal. So you do want to have strategies in other areas of this region to be, but you cannot get citizenship. If you would get married, you could get a whatever K1 visa, I think it's called, or whatever that is. You can get a visa that would be more where you're, you don't have, like me, on a tourist visa kind of deal, right? So there are some other options for visas that you can look into that could, where you can have some more stability in that. Admittedly, right now, to me, that is one of my concerns about this country is I feel there's not a ton of stability with the visas as there were 2 years ago. Now, does that mean there's zero stability? Is it like Thailand where you got to jump through all these hoops? No, not at all. But it's different from what it was 2 years ago. So, but yeah, but you can't get a citizenship. But you can get married and you could be here, really for the rest of your life. So that's definitely an option. And who knows? Probably we'll see. But yeah, disabled vet should be good. My son's actually also a disabled vet who's once he's considering this is an option too. So yeah. What's up, Chris? I can't tune anymore. Gotta go. Take care. No problem, Bill. We'll see you, man. Appreciate you. Still, as far as I know, you can get qualified for a national if you're married to a Filipino for at least 5 years, 10 years if you're not married to Filipinos. Yep. Thanks, brother. Appreciate that. Yep. Absolutely. Really great community, right? Full of health, full of helpful information, good guys. That's another reason why I don't want to do freaking Jerry Springer content. I like this stuff, man. Guys help people helping each other. Come on, man. Right? This is great. This is the kind of stuff I want. This is the community that I want to build. Why would I go and you know what I mean? It's just this is what it's all about. In nature, the protein foods have the fats and no carbs. In nature, carbs have no fat and minimal protein. We can digest mixed group foods, but separate to what we burn shit up like a machine. Yes. Yeah. Admittedly, I'm still like eat whatever kind of deal. And I do try to eat more fruits and veggies, especially I loved it out in the provinces where we can go buy some of this stuff and just practically right off in a lot of cases we're right off the tree. So yeah, really dig the food. You can eat healthy out here. Granted you eat at home more, but that's like anywhere in the world, right? You eat at home, you're going to eat healthier, but getting access to fresh fruits, veggies, meats and stuff is easily done here. By the way, I have a motorcycle license. All right, Jim, I can ride anything. Let's ride. I'm down, brother. Yep. Yeah, let's go, man. Let's go. Yeah, I'm down, man. Let's go ride. Oh, thanks, brother. Thanks, Jeff. Go get a dozen. Dude, I'll be rolling off that bike, man. Appreciate you, Jeff. No, really. Hope all is good up there in the Great White North. Yeah, thank you so much, man. Thank you. Not only 70%. What are we talking about? 70%. Yeah, I missed it. Sustainability is important. I don't want to lose investment, building land, building businesses, and so on. I'm with you, Dylan. Look, and it is one of my concerns right now too. But I think there's ways around it. There's strategies. There's things to figure out and fix, whether or not if it's applying for the right visa or not. If I would build a home, I'm gonna have that'll be nailed down. Maybe it's the retirement visa. Maybe if it's there's a couple of visas that we could look at to get. So, but you're right. It is critical. You're right. I've got probably close to 10 grand invested right now into the country. Now, granted, that's nothing. And if I had to walk away from it, whatever, I could do that, but I wouldn't want to. But when you're talking about building a home and stuff like that, then it's like, all right, yeah, I'm a little more now, and I want to make sure that I'm good. There are options. Though, brother. Yeah, but I think now too is just looking at what the administration here in the Philippines government is going to do. I don't think they want good foreigners here. They're trying to weed out bad foreigners, the sexpats and stuff like that, as well as a lot of the Chinese gambling, stuff like that, right? But like us, like guys that are coming here and spending money, they want us here. So I really see the Philippines government making it hopefully easier for guys like us to be here while weeding out the bad guys. You know, the sexpats, the gambling, what do you call it? I can't even remember what they freaking call that, right? The offshore gambling stuff that's popped up here. So that kind of stuff they're really trying to kind of get rid of. But I do see the Philippines wanting to make it easier for guys like us to be out here. You know what I mean? So at least I hope, anyways. I usually also like to have a plan B, but in case the Philippines, it gave me a great life. So the Philippines goes down, I'll go with it. Yeah, I'm with you, brother. I'm with you. And I hope I'm in the same spot. Dude, I'd love to build a home out here, chicken farm, and right. I'd love to, right? And I truly hope that's the direction it goes. And for me, it just makes sense to kind of look around and see, even just for making content and videos and travel in this area, just exploring. I want to go. But I love being here. I love the country. I love the people. I love it, man. Last thing I would be, I don't know about devastated is the right word, but I would be sad if something happened where, you know, I had to leave the country and not come back. It would be a big blow. You know, and, you know, granted, you know, being carefree Chris and being optimist and making it work, I would make it work anywhere. But I do absolutely love being here. Yep. Yeah. Better quality of life. Truly. I can only know from YouTube, but it looks promising. Yeah, man. Yeah, Dylan. And it's true. You get a filter for sure, like anything, you know. But yeah, come out, do a trip. You know, it just depends on what you're looking for. Like I said, be an outdoorsy guy, be an open, easygoing guy, be a patient guy. Don't be a sexpat, that kind of deal. And I think you'll be just fine out here, man. You know, being outdoorsy, being okay with, you know, stuff, you know, you'll be just fine. Yep. Yeah, non-GMO. Yeah, man. Fresh fruits and vegetables right there. You see those markets? I mean, it's just great. And the fruit, man, the mangoes are like my favorite. One of my favorite foods here are the mangoes. They're so delicious. And the coconuts. I'll be honest, I don't like coconut in the United States. I didn't. But the coconut right off the tree here, the coconut juice, the boko juice, amazing. Amazing. Apparently there's big money in Shrinkville, Cambodia. I saw a vlog today and there were exotic supercars about. Yeah, I think there's Cambodia's developing fast, man. Fast. Get away from GMO. I'm a retired geneticist. Oh, all right. Yeah. Oh, wow, brother. So I know what I'm talking about. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Wow, dude. Cool. Yeah, let's hang out, man. It's inexpensive in a way to maintain a house in the US and live in the Philippines. It is expensive in a way to maintain a house and live in the Philippines. And you did that? That's probably, you meant a question mark. Okay, got it. I just had to look at my keyboard. Yeah, you know, I don't know, man. I mean, it's just, I think ideally, yeah. I think guys who've got budget, guys who've got cash, sure, they keep a place in the US and they keep a place here. I met guys like that in case they need to go back, or if they got a bunch of family ties or connections, sure, I could see that. For me, I don't. I had a home, but I sold it to pay off the divorce and stuff like that. And I was in an apartment before I moved out here, so I didn't have that type of situation. But sure, I mean, I think if you could afford it, you know, I think being in the Philippines, I think it is wise to have a second place that you can go to, whether if that's United States, Cambodia, Thailand. I think it's wise to have an exit strategy. I think you need that, regardless of where it is. It would be for many reasons, for natural disasters, for political changes. I think it's important. Yeah, Roundup and GMO plus blue light screens. Yeah, that's really cool. I didn't know you're a geneticist, brother. That's pretty cool. Absolutely, the quality of people being respectful to the Philippines, the way of life, is important to me too. If not, I would not be wanting to live in the United States. Yep, you're looking at it, man. It's why I'm here, man. It's why I'm here. I couldn't deal with the hate culture anymore. And just, you look at this whole thing with like Diddy, right? That is what is being, you know, that's the culture of the United States. That's the culture. That's who we celebrate. Political stuff too, even, right? And I don't want to get into that, but you just look at what we celebrate, what we promote, who we make millionaires and billionaires. Those types of people. Man, come on, man. It's just we're lost as a society. Absolutely lost. And it ain't gonna get better. Yeah. I lived in Hawaii for 6 years. I feel like if anybody knows the American Filipino, I do, even though it's not mainland version. Yeah, man. I've heard. Yeah. That's funny. Mainland being, yeah. U.S. not truly native version, like the Phils. Yep, I'm with you, man. I got you, dude. Ramo, yeah, man. I thought you were here already. I'm glad you reached out, dude. I'm gonna be yes. Let's do that. That sounds beautiful. I'd love to connect, man. Yeah, for some reason you've been on my radar. I thought you were here. Yeah, thanks for reaching out, man. I've been thinking about you a lot. Excited about us being neighbors, even though I'll be out of here in a little while. Yeah, good for you, brother. Hope all and you and your girl was Arlen. Yeah, hope all is good, man. Yeah, thank you. Let's do that. The YouTube vlogs are unbelievable. When someone walks the markets and showcases the veggies, it's breathtaking. U.S. I'm with you. I love the markets, man. I love the markets. I just did that video in the market there in Palampon. The veggies and the people are so friendly, too. That's what I like about it. The guys at the fruit stand, I mean, just everybody, right? But the one guy chopping up the pork chops, he's like, hey, what's up? Just really cool, man. I dig it. Yes, the D person. Yeah, man. I mean, come on, man. I mean, that's America right now. All of it. All of that. The Weinstein. I mean, granted, that's not everybody, and I'm not generalizing, right? That's not you and I, but that's who we celebrate, right? That's who we celebrate. That's who we make millionaires, while our teachers and, the people who are trying to make a difference, we celebrate the corrupt. We celebrate, just the nasty people who are up taking advantage of other individuals and the capitalism, right? I don't know, man. I don't have the answer other than get out. That was my answer, right? I just yuck. Yeah. The hip hop producer Russell's moved to Bali. Yeah. He knew that he had foursome he had 30 years ago. Was to take him to court. Now she had come to a party, but listen, yeah. No, I think several people have left the country in fear of kind of what's going on there. Modern day people with no real life living through the past, no foresight, life in common sense, perfect hindsight of living in the past. Yep. Of course not, but that's what's being randomized on TV. Yep. Yeah, beyond reprehensible. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's crazy times, man. That's why I came to the Philippines. I bury my head in the sand, travel around, fly my drones, ride my motorcycles. That's the plan, man. That's the plan. It got to a point where I felt like I can't do anything about it, and why would I want to? No one's listening. I'm yelling in a freaking empty room at the TV. That's crazy. That was my life. Why the heck would I do that? Come out, you know what? Come out, travel around, forget about it. It's just the rat race is that. It's a rat race in a rat society. Yuck. People ask, what are some things that I miss? I don't miss anything. I don't miss it. I don't. I miss family and that kind of deal, right? And friends, obviously, as I was my buddy Greg and guys that I worked with, Eugene, and those guys that I worked with for decades. But I just the culture, all of it is just, man, it's gone in our lifetime, ladies and gentlemen. It's gone from just this place that was prosperity, a place where we had an American dream. You know, we could live through a better life, to an absolute toxic culture that you can't even say he, she. It's just, what the hell, right? It's just gone, and like overnight into just this absolute craziness, you know? And it ain't gonna get any better, you know? It ain't gonna get any better, man. Yeah. Yeah, right. Enjoy the ride, man. Enjoy the ride. It's just not mental, it's structural. Yes, Wilson. What do you think, Jeff? What do you think? It's good, right? Wilson? With a white helmet, too? It's time to go ride Wilson, isn't it? There's a new case law with R. Kelly that changed the law to prosecute the statute of limitations of his crime. All right, yeah. They're changing the statute of limitation. Yeah. Have a good. Yeah, no worries, Jim. Take care there. I know it's late. Yeah, Emping, Iowa. Yep. It's truly amazing what the brain feels when winding around the corner of the road. Yes, coastline, and you open up more and more, bends the road. Yes. There's nothing like riding. I'm a huge fan. I love it. Huge passion. Even after dying, almost dying on a motorcycle, that I'm back up on it. I love it. I can't get away from it. Yeah. Ever since Obama took us off incandescent, puts us on LEDs. I miss U.S. 4th of July celebrations. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I'm with you there. Yeah. I got you. Yeah. No, you're right. I miss that. Look, there's a sadness around me of knowing what our country used to be, right? What it used to be when I was a kid, even in my 20s and 30s, and now it's just really over the past, probably in the 2000s for me, early 2000s or so. It's just, gosh, something flipped, man. And nowadays, man, no thanks, man. For me, there are better places in the world to live. Yeah, look at the timeline when this started. No, I'm with you, dude. I'm with you, man. True that the American dream used to be owning a home, and now not even half the population can afford it. That's right, Jim. I couldn't. Dude, I owned a home. I had a great home in Colorado, and I sold it during my divorce, and then I was sitting on cash, but I couldn't afford to buy a home. Over $500,000 to buy a home. And I made over $100,000. Over $100,000. There's no way I could, if I would have buy a home, I'd be house poor. People are having these like $3,000 a month mortgage payments. Are you freaking kidding me? What the heck, man? I was bringing home cash, but I was also, I was saving 15% in my 401k. This is freaking ridiculous, man. What it costs. You don't miss a good porterhouse? Yeah. No, you're right, man. There is good steak here, though. You can find it, but you can't find good asparagus. Nah, no, I do miss some foods. Actually, you know what I miss? I miss good Mexican food, but the Mayan is really good. But I miss Mexican food. I miss that. You can find some steak. There's not a lot of beef here, but you can find it. I've actually yet to try it, but there's this place, what's it called? Carne. A place called Carne, right down the street, like 88th Avenue, that's supposed to have really good steaks. Expensive, whatever. I think like 5,000 pesos for a steak. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's like $87. So not cheap, but you can get some good steak. Yeah, man. Wilson never steer you wrong. It'll always get you where you want to go. Jeff, I think that's the perfect name for that bike. It just hit me yesterday. I was gonna name it. What was the name I had? Rosebud. I was gonna go with Rosebud, but I think it's Wilson, man. It's Wilson. Yeah, Wilson. Oh man, no, Yes, we're just dopamine, blue light. Dr. Jack Crucy. I'll have to look him up. I don't know the Dr. Jack. I noticed the beef cattle there looks skinnier. Yeah, they have a different type of beef cattle here. A lot of them too are those, what do you call it, carabao, where they're more like for like farming and like rice field plows and all that kind of stuff. I don't necessarily know if they eat a lot of that kind of beef, but you're right. You don't see dairy farms like in the West. You don't. I don't think they really exist. I've never seen a dairy farm, never. And coming from Colorado, especially Greeley, right? There's dairy farms everywhere. Big freaking beef dairy farms. Whatever, thousands of head of cattle. Florida's got a bunch of them too, right? My dad actually worked for Pfizer, worked in their animal health division, and he did a lot of that kind of stuff. Worked with vets and stuff. He's a sales guy. But yeah. So you don't have that out here. What you have are a lot of chicken farms and pig. So that's what's predominant out here. And then of course, so that's what you get in markets. You got a lot of chicken, a lot of pork. And one of the things about pork you got to worry about is whatever that mad, like I think it's similar to mad cow. They got some kind of thing with pork you got to worry about a little bit. But I eat a lot of chicken. Yep. But beef is a little bit there. Yes, and Angel Perez. Good morning, Sir Chris. God bless. Yeah, salamat kayo. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hope you're good there. Mayong buntag, magandang umaga. Yes, but thank you. Salamat. Dr. Jack Crusoe, blow your mind. All right, I'll look him up, man. You know what? Let's look at 1 second. Dr. Jack. Yes. I got him on my list. I'll look him up, man. The Medical Matrix. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yes. They got Orion. It's hard to find a good burger in the Philippines, I think, too. The beef, yep. And cheese tastes weird. Yeah, anything dairy. So steaks, ground beef, cheese, yogurt, all that is going to be, not what you're used to. I shot that video in Cebu Business Park, the dairy, the yogurt section. It's like this big. You got maybe 3 different yogurts. You walk into any major grocery store in the United States, you got a freaking whole wall of yogurt, right? Here, not. So yeah, anything dairy is super, super limited, which for me, whatever, right? And honestly, too, I think most folks from Southeast Asia are actually lactose intolerant. So not only there's not a big calling for it. So yeah, not a lot of dairy. However, just Aoocci Baking Company in the Ayala Mall downstairs in the Ayala Mall in the Cebu Business Park. They have got a phenomenal burger. If you guys are looking for a burger, it's actually probably one of my favorite burgers, even like in the world. So yeah, if you're looking for a good burger in Cebu City, shout out to Aoocci Baking Company, and they're right there. I have a freewheeler. Do they sell this variant of Harley there? They do. I don't recall seeing one in the Harley dealership. So a couple things around this right here. So one, Harleys really aren't the best bikes for the Philippines because they're big and they run hot and they're super expensive. They're actually more expensive here in Cebu than they are in the West. In the West, they're already expensive, right? So just a heads up on that. 2, they're big and the traffic here, a smaller, narrower, more agile bike is better suited for this environment. Because you can go in between traffic. You can kind of do that if you need to, if you're in a situation where, bikes are going all around you, but because you're the size of a car, you're not going anywhere. So that's another thing. And then just really the speed, if you look at some of my riding videos, you look at the speed that I'm riding, guys, I'm like 30 miles an hour on average. It's really, really slow. So having anything really above 500 cc, you don't really need it. Now in Luzon, in the Manila area, yeah, there's some interstates there where you actually need a 400 cc bike to ride. But everywhere else in this entire country, having something more than a 500cc, or having something that does better above 30 miles an hour versus below 30 miles an hour isn't really that practical, because you're not going to be on it. So that's something you want to look at in your riding. You really want to pick a bike that rides good below 40 miles an hour. Is it light? Is it agile? Is it quick to accelerate to that speed? And kind of that kind of deal. That's really the ideal kind of bike for this area. Unfortunately, it doesn't really necessarily include Harleys. The other thing around that are those quad machines. I can't remember what they call them. Yeah, anyways, those quads. Man, those would be ideal for here, but unfortunately, you can't plate them. The LTO office doesn't plate them now. Are there some regions where you could probably ride them and do that? Yeah, but that, to me, that would be really an ideal vehicle, and I would love to have one. But you can't get a license plate on it. But having a really nice quad, freaking rock star. I would freaking dig that. I tried to send you an SS to cover. Try to send you an SS to cover the steak. I think that's Filipino for don't pass, go. What I tried to send you? A super sticker. But it said, oh, wow, I don't have super stickers turned on. Okay. Yeah, no worries. Interesting. Well, you sent me that. You sent me something already, which I appreciate that, man. No, thank you, though. I wonder if maybe I don't have things turned on. Yeah, weird. I stick to Burger King in the Philippines. Yeah, I like Burger King too. Yeah, I'm a fan. I like the Burger King here. It's good. There's one in the top of the Isle Mall. I like it. Yeah, I'm a fan too. Yeah, McDonald's, McDo. Yeah, for some reason the Burger King tastes better here than McDonald's, and I don't know why. And also too, the McDonald's can be really hit or miss. I've been in some of them that have just been an absolute horrible, and then others that are on par. But yeah, yep. Then buy some lactose enzyme. Yeah. Then buy some. But yeah, that's one of the reasons why they don't really have a lot of dairy, is most of them can't enjoy it anyways. Was the waterfront hotel casino on Mactan Island order a hamburger and a patty was made of pork? Oh, wow. It gives a new meaning for a hamburger. Yeah, some pork burgers. That's wild. I have to ride a trike because I have a messed up shoulder, so I'm open to other trikes. Sometimes my left arm can get weak. Yeah, all right, you could look at that. What are some other options? I can't think of any. I know Yamaha did that trike, and I don't think they make it anymore. Yeah, we should kind of think more about that and what you want to ride. KTM, yeah, you don't see many of those types of vehicles. They might be out here. You could order. They're going to be super expensive though, especially a Harley. Harley is going to be probably 30%, 20, 30%, maybe more than what it is in the West. Any Harley will be more because it's imported. Yeah, maybe we could look at some options around that. Interesting. James, what's up, man? I heard Ayala Mall in Cebu's Business Park is closed for renovations. Is it true or just limited stores open? I'd like to visit there when I go there in 3 weeks. I don't think it's closed. I've been out of town myself for a couple weeks. I'm just getting back. I don't think the mall is closed. However, it is heavily kind of boxed up in areas for renovation, as you're describing. But I don't think it's closed. But yeah, they're really doing a lot of renovating in that mall, and who knows when it'll be done, right? Filipino time. It doesn't necessarily, I would think they would want to have it done before Christmas to take advantage of the holiday shopping, but that's a Westerner thinking and not someone else. They'll get it done when they get it done. But yeah, I don't think it's closed, James. Yes, for pork, it's the swine fever. Yes, you have to be careful with that. Thank you, Madame Aying. Hope you're doing well there. Yes, there's a Kenny Rogers in the mall of Cebu. They went out of business a long time ago in the United States. You're right. I just had Kenny Rogers yesterday. I was in SM City getting some stuff there. But yeah, I'm a fan of Kenny Rogers. I think it's great. Yeah, it was a joke or not. Non-sufficient funds. Okay. Yes. Got it. Got it. Yeah. Thanks for that. I was not tracking. It's funny that the McDonald's is more popular for fried chicken and rice than hamburgers. Yes, Orion. Very true. Matter of fact, if you go in there and try to order a hamburger on some of them, they won't. They don't have them. They don't. They or it'll be 15 minutes before they can have one ready because everything else that's there and ready to eat is chicken and rice. So it's very true. Very true. All right, guys. Well, we've been at it for at it for 3 hours. Wow. I normally try to go 2 hours. We'll go ahead and end it here. I really appreciate everyone being here, watching, participating. It's incredible. So thank you so much for being here. I'm excited for what we got coming up in the future regarding all the riding content that's coming. And yeah, we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, brother. Thanks, Jeff. I appreciate it, man. We'll see you guys. Empin, ayo, ayo.